Okay. Calm down, Rob. Now
I'm just doing the stretching. We know how much you love to stretch, you know.
It's good to stretch. I've not been stretching. I've not been good about it. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been in the void of time and space. But welcome everybody to the Retro Handhelds Podcast, your source for the latest in retro and handheld, emulation, all that good stuff, all the news. And I'm joined again today by my illustrious co-host, Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad.
Hey, everyone.
And, of course, Ben from Ben
Hey, guys.
Unboxed.
It's great to see you guys again.
It's been real good. I can't wait to catch up with you dudes. But until then, I want to thank producer Sony for the new intro he made. I hear we might get Andrew. He's on a business trip right now. We might get him phoning in at some point, so we'll see. But until then, I'm going to let you all know what we're doing tonight. Let me just get my glasses out here.
Can I just say props to Sony for finding a clip of Andrew smiling? That was no easy task, I'm sure.
I couldn't do it. It's been tough. It's been real tough.
Are we sure it wasn't AI generated?
I don't know. Who knows these days, man? But we are going to lightning round because we have a stacked episode tonight, everybody, okay? We not only have a number of various news things to share, software updates, drops, game hacks, all that stuff, but it's also Prime Day week. So tomorrow through the 11th is going to be Prime Day deals, so we'll take a look at that. It's also Sci-Fi July for our games of the month, so we'll talk about that, game of the week, game of the quarter, and we have some unboxings. I'm really hyped about this because I got the Hype Stix in-house today. We're going to take a look at that with the Retroid and AYN devices. I got some surprise Go Game Geek unboxings. You may have seen these, you may not have. I don't know. And also, this is cool. Royal Kludge, one of my favorite keyboard brands. I've been talking to them. I said, what about that K98 Pro? And so here's that beige. We're going to take a look at that. Cool. And then finally, I know you people who travel on your business trips or whatever you do, might like to see something about this KYY 15-inch monitor, and that'll
power
give you
screech.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll look at that too. That'll be fun. And let's not even just call now, Ben. You've been extra chatty today. What's going on, man? What have you been up to this week? Real quick, give me the 30,000-foot overview in there.
Listen, ever since the last episode, I've just kind of been chilling, playing a lot on my favorite handheld. I got it in Chrome. It's
now, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a Chrome finish GKD Pixel 2. I'm just gonna put it to the side.
You like green.
I love green,
handhelds.
but I'm trying something new.
Ripping a silver. Something's fishy about this.
Well, they found out that
that
band loves the Pixel so much, they made him a limited edition version.
It's a limited edition, one of one.
Yep.
It's called a Handheld. So,
okay, man. Something's off tonight. I'm not sure what. Anyways, thanks, Rob. What have you been doing?
Failing miserably at Risk of Rain. Man, that game is hard.
All right.
If anyone has tips in the chat, let me know, because I am terrible at this game.
I haven't started it yet, but I am going to probably not start with that one, honestly. I'm thinking about, what was the other one? Well, we'll talk about that. I don't even know what I'm going to play yet. We'll decide tonight together, everybody. It's been crazy. All right, Rob, thank you. Let's get to the news. Now, first up today, we're taking a look at that's right. We're on the Weibo website in China. The X1 Air has a new drop. This is the brand new. Now, I had one of these recently that had like the Claw's 155H CPU. So this is our new 258V. The same thing that's in the Claw 8. Is that right, Rob?
Yes, 258V. Yep.
And this thing's fancy. It's basically, a laptop, but it has controllers.
I'm trying to figure out why are they calling it the Air, though. I mean, I feel like that implies that it's lighter, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
so
it looks kind of like normal.
I guess like the other one, like the other X1, basically, which was pretty thick. It's a thick boy. I mean, I don't know if I would use it just as a tablet. It's kind of chunky.
Yeah, it's definitely a little.
Do we know
different.
all the specs on this one?
72 watt hour
I think
battery.
they're listing some of them right now.
Just right here. This is what we got live specs. And they're going to translate it to English, maybe. Ultra 7 258V Intel Core Ultra, which is an awesome chip. In fact, the most performant chip on the market in these handhelds until we got that new one coming, 395 Max, which is crazy. But this one still is going to hold its own, and I enjoyed my X1 when I had it. The controller, don't love it. Very lightweight, flimsy controllers to me, but I loved using it as a laptop. And the speakers weren't bad. You know, I like my speakers. Michael Benny, I can't get over the fact that Rob looks like my Fable 2 character with that mustache. You do have a very mustache-forward look today, Rob. So,
did you make your Fable 2 character?
Remember, we talked about this. Like, I don't know what's going on.
And also in today's news, we have the Retroid back at it with the dual screen. They are finally showing this in a video. Now, we had our friend Monto Steamed Buns Tech this morning. I saw his news video, and he was showing this off as well. Yeah, it's very interesting. But I'm excited for this one. I don't know, Ban, what do you think?
I think this looks freaking awesome. Like, it's good to see it actually being used and to see, you know, all the different hinge points, kind of the practical angles of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'll see them when they pull up the DS, original DS emulation. They kind of, you know,
the
one game.
I'm excited. That's the one.
Mario's looking a little
Mario's looking a little short, a little thick, you know. So outside of that, the 3DS looks amazing. Like looking at Mario Kart, I mean, even though how often are you really looking at the map down there? But plenty of other 3DS games. This is going to be kind of a great, and it because it's detachable, it's super versatile. Like this is just an add-on for $70.
Breaking news as well. We now have.
Oh
no, hello.
Andrew, is that you?
Andrew,
Yep.
blink
What's going
twice
on,
if
Andrew?
you're okay.
I'm running from Tobias.
Oh my God! I told you not to go after him. I told you not to get revenge for me.
Oh
He
Jesus!
just
Like
found me
Final
because you
Destination.
kept talking. He told me that Stubbs told him where I was.
What? I didn't mean. This is
Stubbs.
not my fault. This is not my fault. This is clearly
how
a
you-
miscommunication.
1,000% your fault.
Well, I'm really sorry, man. What do you feel about that Retroid dual screen add-on?
I'm waiting for mine to get here. Otherwise, cool.
All right, and back to the news. That was very good. That was very
Well-
honest. I like that. Oh, we got
Well
him.
said.
Thanks for joining us. Are you going to stick around with us for a few minutes?
Oh, and he's
Okay,
gone.
see you
Okay.
later.
Well,
Okay, what's
hope
happening
he's got
here?
location on.
Okay, so also, I can't wait to try that out. That's coming in August, and I ordered 2 of those, and we will see what that's all about. But did we get to see it with
I
DS
ordered 2 of
emulation?
them.
Did we miss out on that? Did we?
Yeah.
Did we pause before? I wanted to see that though. Let's actually go backwards. I'm sorry, producer Sony. I don't know what's gotten into me, but you guys have a good
back
happy Fourth?
lineup. But this is an important moment in history.
let's see
The
it.
first DS. This is the first time we've ever seen DS being played on the dual screen add-on. This is monumental.
Here
3DS,
we go.
fantastic. Look at that.
Yeah.
3DS
'Cause
is
you got that wide
perfect
top.
for that.
Yeah.
And it's the
Mhm.
same OLED screen from the Retroid Pocket 5 and Flip 2. So it's like having an OLED screen for a second screen. There we go.
Well,
There's my guy.
Yeah, they're just stretching it. They're just stretching it. You know, like there's no
Why?
shame in that. But why for the demonstration? Why for the
Why?
demonstration? I know.
Why for the demonstration?
It's an OLED screen, right? So there's not going to be any negative. to
Retroid.
just doing
Leave
it.
us stretching the
Leave
Stubbs.
the
He's a professional. Leave it to
Yeah,
him.
I am.
That's the worst part of all. It's an OLED screen, so it's
Not
literally
And it's
just
so obvious with Mario too. That's the thing.
when he's in short form. No,
It's the-
normal form. He's short
Yes.
and powerful. By the way, nothing against being very short and a plumber. But look
I
at that
mean,
guy. I mean,
so they
I guess
stretched
it
it.
emphasizes when he's big.
It's true. He's a little wider than usual, but hey, like they were trying to keep it consistent. They want to show you the full screen on display. I get
Fair.
that, but
Fair.
at least it
That's a
is
beautiful
working,
screen.
right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Like this is a great game to showcase it.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
colorful and Yeah, and apparently next week they're gonna post one with the Retroid Pocket Mini. So I'm excited to see that one. That's gonna be like, it's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be interesting
because it's gonna feel more natural, I guess, because the 3DS had the bigger top screen, smaller bottom screen.
And I know that Monto was talking about even the blocking airflow. That is a concern. Like I do realize
some people bring that up, but I personally I think that these are very skilled engineers who made this. So I think that they obviously took cooling into account. Probably left a lot of air holes and air channels, and also because the Retroid Pocket Mini and Pocket Flip or Pocket 5 and Pocket Mini, there's so many pockets. Because they have the glass surface, they tend to dissipate heat pretty well. So they actually naturally run a little cooler than most other handhelds.
Yeah, and the RP5 especially, I know. But even though if you're pushing it on Switch and going max clock speeds, doing the whole thing.
The max clock speeds, that's a secret,
eater. Yeah, I do think you're going to be, just physics wise you are limiting the airflow there. I see that there's a tiny gap in the back though. It's not 100% flush against the case though, right? Like there was just a tiny air gap, so it should still pull in air from the sides, but it is blocking some of the airflow, so I think that concern's valid. I don't know that I'm super concerned about it myself, especially if I'm going to be playing something like the Mini with this, then probably not as much. But when we try out something like the Odin devices, then it's more of a concern. If we're blocking those vents, we'll have to see. But all right, listen. Also, we're looking at, of course, Evercade are now going solo with their EXP-R and their VSR refresh. So this is just a real quick thing. If you've seen Evercade, we are a big fan of this thing on our show, and they're making an NES version basically that looks it just looks neat, and that's about it. It looks like an INEO or something, like a retro power.
Yeah, so they basically just removing the bundled cartridge, refreshing the color. Everything else is pretty much the same. Just
so it's a little
for
cheaper.
them to get a cheaper price point, more availability.
Yeah. No, I appreciate.
I'm a big fan of the Evercade lineup. I like what they're doing.
I also love seeing more Tate stuff. Like it seems like it's kind of hitting a renaissance with the Magic X. Just Magic X is really leaning into it, and it's cool that even here too, the Evercade's got it.
The whole Tate,
the
Tate craze,
the cool Tate mode.
Tate mode,
the Tate mode. Yeah,
Tate
mode. We had the sexual revolution in the '60s. Now we have the Tate revolution.
The Tate revolution.
Like the Tate revolution.
Who's joining?
Stop transition. Stop transition.
And that's right. We're back at it with the Helegaly Action Pi. Guess what? We said last week, hey, it's about to come out. No, it's not. Nah. So it's actually delayed, but it's delayed for a legitimate reason. They found a little bit of artifacting happening around the edges of the screen, and they didn't want to ship that out to you all in that state. So they said, give us a little more time to cook. We're going to fix this issue. And I have let's see, let me pull up here from rep about that. Ban is who sent this update. One moment, hold please. The latest update from Alias UX on our Discord is, so the team believes the screen issue may either be an isolated case or caused by a software issue, possibly incorrect screen timings. They're planning to release an update in the next few days. In the meantime, you can place your orders again through the website now. They also plan to put up stock on AliExpress too, but no announcement just yet. So Pocket Pi is scheduled for launch now next month. Which is their new handheld, and then the K36 Max actually is going to be arriving later this month with, I had an update on that as well, specifics.
I like that they're taking their time to make sure this thing's working properly from the start.
It seems like,
especially because this is like a $65 handheld, so they could just be like a lot of the other brands out there and just throw it out there and hope it gets fixed along the way. But I respect that they're standing by their quality and their product.
Helegaly V4.
There's one new piece of information that I can share. They said that is, yes, it is coming this month. K36 Max. It's going to be priced around the same price point as the V20 or the V90S from Powkiddy, or maybe a little less. And it has built-in Wi-Fi. So if you're wanting Wi-Fi, we got you covered there, it looks like.
Nice. Need more handhelds with built-in Wi-Fi.
We do.
It should just be. It should be.
It
standard.
should just be standard.
It's standard at this point. I mean, come on.
You're
yeah.
You know,
we're talking about what, 50 cents?
50 cents. I know.
I mean, come on.
And it unlocks so much more potential. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it does. And you know, we're big on the Pi around here, the Helegaly. It's like the sleeper hit that I'm excited for people to get their hands on, because it's a small form factor. It works well. I really enjoyed it. Even our prototype units, you know, but I'm excited to try out that finalized unit. I want that GameCube colorway. That one looks freaking sweet. Do we have that here? Yeah.
I haven't seen any other colorways.
I like the GameCube one a lot, and I have quite a lot of indigo handhelds, but pink, man, we don't get pink a lot on handhelds.
Well, we'll come back to that in a second. Yeah. I know. I'm excited for that one. So we'll see. Yeah. The K36 Max, though, I need to actually look up again what that one looks like.
I don't remember that one either. I don't.
That one's a new one.
Yeah.
36
from Helegaly.
I know the K56, which Zoo covered. And that was a good video too. You guys should go watch it. Not, you know.
Yeah.
Shilling for Zoo or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to have a healing moment too. Zoo, are you in the audience? Yeah, yeah. So if we had now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's off about you. Ban.
What are you talking about? No, I'm Ban. I like my pixel.
No. I can see your hair in the light now. That's kind of like a purplish bluish hue. That's not you. Wait a minute. Are you Monto Steamed Buns Tech?
You got me.
Well, how did you get into Ban's apartment?
Listen, the door was unlocked, and
Where's Ban? Is he safe?
Ban is safe. I can't disclose his location.
All right, man.
But we had a firm handshake, and I now exist here.
Okay. All right. Well, we accept you, I think. But I'm glad it's you, because I was going to talk about you, actually. Monto, yeah, that's right. And steamed buns, if anyone's worried or concerned, that's just Monto in Chinese means steamed buns. So that's forever your nickname. I'm sorry.
I mean, nickname or first name, last name.
It makes sense that you would give him that nickname, since I think it was once your nickname, right?
Well, yeah, there was that period in college. But anyways, we don't really want to get into that right now. So Monto, so if you, those of you who don't know him, welcome to the show. Thanks for filling in for Ban. I don't know where he is. I hope he's safe. But thanks for being on the show.
He has a lot of beans.
I know. Check out Monto's offline episode with us, where you meet and we talk about him. We're not going to do that today, but he's just joining us for the live show. But Zoo came to me today with concerns, saying, like, why are you hating? Like he said in your videos, you just hating, mad hating on our buddy.
It's never been hate. Listen,
what's going on with that? We need healing.
Listen, in this moment of healing, I want to bring us all together. I got a healing Durumadol. Throughout this time that I've known Zoo, I've seen his reviews. I've seen him. He's a shining light. He's a powerful entity of handhelds in general. And I have learned to admire and respect him over these last 2 weeks. Now, on the other hand, he is in touch with a very, how would you put it? A despicable person, Gary. Now, Gary, his editor, producer.
Oh, now. Gary, as every day's a struggle for Gary. He's been in recovery. He's trying his best. I know he's had some stumbles, but he tries his best. How can you hate on Gary?
I hired a private investigator to look into the whole who took my name, who took Monto.
And we're back at it today with the Claw 8. Yeah. That's right.
Now, real Ben, we know he loves that color.
That looks good.
apparently MSI is opening pre-orders for the Claw 8, at least in Asia. So I'm talking about in China, and it's coming shortly to Taiwan. We originally thought it was in Taiwan, but not yet, as well as in, what was it? There's a third country as well. I'm forgetting something.
I forgot. It was pretty random.
Might have been Vietnam.
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah. Cambodia. That's right.
I was gonna say Mandalore.
I mean, no, that's not on this planet. It's actually somewhere.
Oh, the black and green.
Yeah,
that's Xbox. That's screaming Xbox. The original.
They should have done the collab with them. Look at those colors, man.
Man, we need that.
We really do.
Looks good. Need more.
We really do. Let me see here.
NVIDIA green running it.
Okay, anyways, yeah, this thing looks pretty cool. I want to know when we can buy it in the States here and in other countries, though.
I think our rep was saying Q4, right?
Q4, yeah, we're seeing
for the US at least. For the US, yeah.
Yeah, so I like the colorway. I mean, I love my Claw 8. It's not one I use every single day, but it is definitely one that gets love. And oh yeah, and my original Claw, of course, is my undying love, my favorite Windows handheld still. So hey, we are seeing this. Yeah, Intel variant looks like is what they're selling now. So okay, maybe you can import it if you want it right now. Maybe that's possible. That's right. I do like that. Okay, very good though. What else we got? Yeah, melonDS. So melonDS, we were talking about the Retroid dual screen. So this is an app you can use with that. melonDS now has made improvements for multi-display functionality. So a fork of melon made by Sapphire Rhodonite has reached 0.00.4 update that brings a new focus with a big enhancement. So the support's detailed about what they're doing. Read about it on our website through the description if you want details on this. But short answer here is that it's going to be more awesome. It's going to be more awesome for your Retroid. It's going to be more awesome for whatever you use that dual screen attachment with. It's going to be more awesome for things like your Surface Duo or maybe with, your fold phone. So I like to see this. Guys, any other last lingering thoughts on this?
No, I've been using melonDS quite a bit lately. It's actually now becoming my go-to for DS.
Yeah,
I just wish it
switched over to melonDS.
Yeah, same.
I'm starting to. I wish it worked better on the 040.
It's a performance thing, man.
I was going to say, it just doesn't have the performance for it.
It's just the A133P.
Not quite there. Yeah.
I'd say Drastic is still great if you have a lower performing device, low performance, it's very optimized, so
Yeah, we'll get there. So we'll keep reporting on this, but for now, all right. Yeah, and also speaking of that, so Magic X, yes, this is awesome news. So ESDE front end is now coming with support for the Magic X, so they're going to be focusing on support for 3x5 and 5x3 screen orientation devices like this, which is great because ESDE is such a standard in the retro scene, and seeing it brought to a device brings more legitimacy to like having a device like this. You don't have to use their Dawn launcher. While it is a strong launcher, Emulation Station Desktop Edition, I'm a fan.
I'm excited that they're going to format it for the screen orientation. It'll be nice.
100%. Yeah. I think like the Daiji Show front end, it's like obviously their Dawn launcher, while it uses Daiji Show, and it's kind of like built for the Magic X. Having a second option like this, especially ESDE with all those different themes. I mean, who knows how many themes we'll get off the bat, but over time, I think this is going to be awesome. Like really hyped for this.
Yeah, and also, not only that, but now we're going to take a look at as well. Oh, what are we doing here, Sonny? I see something happening. Oh, yes, they're also available. The 040 is available on the Ampone store on AliExpress now. So if you don't want to buy it directly through the Magic X website, you can now do so. It's about $74 $4 there for that 64 gig. So about the same price. And for many places in the world, they're more reliant on places like AliExpress. And we're excited for that.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of these kind of like DS style handhelds. I think this is kind of like the start of it.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, I think them starting this trend, we're going to see Anbernic obviously come through with some sort of answer to this. For sure.
Oh.
They see any innovation in the space and they are like, nope, we can do that. We'll do it. And
just give them a week. They got it.
Give them 1 to 2 weeks. Probably have review units on the way. Whatever it is. It's the 37X X710 Plus.
4.
Yeah. LaunchBox. Yeah, I'll take a sip of water. Actually, that's good.
Stay hydrated, y'all.
Okay.
This is a water check. Everyone in the chat, water check.
Hydrate yourselves. Hydrate yourselves. LaunchBox has a new version.
Sip in the chat if you drink water.
Yeah, let us know, everybody.
What's your favorite beverage?
13.22. Lemonade, whatever you want. I don't care.
Check.
Tell us your liquid that you're importing into your body. Version 13.22 has been released. This is cool because, and I don't normally cover a lot of like every little incremental releases for software, but we wanted to include this because there's a big upgrade for RetroAchievements, and this is really cool. So it now not only lets you auto log into RetroAchievements supporting emulators like RetroArch, Dolphin, PCSX2, but it also gives you game progress directly within their UI. So you can see if you completed a game, if it's in progress, if you're actively playing it, if you're not, which is just really cool. Before, it would just show you, how many you've unlocked, and it would show you the different things you could unlock for your RetroAchievements. But I've been a longtime proponent of LaunchBox. It's my favorite PC-based front end. Not when I use a ton on Android these days, but big box for your TV and LaunchBox for your desktop situation is so good.
Yeah, I have a lifetime membership to them.
Yes.
Nice.
I think I purchased it like 10 years ago at this point. I mean, yeah, they've been around a long time.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And people are mentioning in chat, yes, absolutely. The 1X Sugar is part of that DS revolution that's happening this year. And I'm sure we'll see Anbernic do something similar-ish. Probably not exactly like that, but...
The 1X Sugar is a one, man.
It's a 101. It's cooking. They're going crazy over there. But
that's something.
And I said that I was going to be having it stop here before Rust, but they actually found a way to ship to Rust directly. So I will not be showing that early.
Do you think they're
we'll play with
shipping
it sometime
the same way that they presented it to you guys at that one convention with like bodyguards and a briefcase?
They almost killed. They almost like.
And then they
almost escorted my friend out to the back to take him out because he took a picture.
Oh yeah, they were like no pictures.
Wow.
No pictures. Yeah, that's right. And we never saw him again either. Like they escorted him into a dark hallway out the door, and we never saw that person again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rip our friend.
Rip.
To wheel on. But at least 1X Sugar is coming out. So
yeah, at least we're getting it, which is nice.
Silver lining.
That's really nice. So download this. It's available, and you can have fun with it. We have so many topics tonight. That's why we're going fast, if you couldn't tell already. But if you want to know about the MANGMI Air X.
Mange on it. Don't mang me like that,
is it the
bro.
I gotta ask him how.
All I get is Razor Ramon vibes, yeah.
The MANGMI Air X. So, Monto, you were reporting on this in your video. You were saying, it's launching at 10:08 a.m.
10:08.
CST.
10:08
Why 10:08?
The 10:08 got me rolling. I was
8 minutes after the hour.
Maybe they're trying to do some 4D chess to offset a server crash, but I don't think that's what they're gonna get.
Is this like when the period gets out for class or something?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that the MANGMI X. Also, their website is kind of buggy, and I put a link in my video without a backslash at the end, and it didn't work. it was like, I don't know. They're kind of scrapping together this whole thing. They also were just started in 2024 by, I believe, ex-Neo employees, something along those lines.
That's been kind of the word, yeah.
So, it seems like they're very clearly very talented at making handhelds, but I think they're trying to figure out the whole releasing side of it. Like, they don't have a storefront ready yet, and the thing's releasing in 2 days. Like, at least Helegaly had a website where it was like, come back when it's for sale. But this one, it's even after you translate it, you go to like the store page, it's not quite there. I was trying to figure out where can I buy this thing? I just want to buy it. Take my money. But MANGMI is just in that M space. They got me in my M space for sure. But yeah,
I'm liking what we're seeing here with this a lot.
The performance, the price,
right?
The layout.
We haven't even announced the price on this show yet, right? It's $69.
Nice.
Nice.
So I know that's early bird price. I think it's like, what is it? The first
super early bird is what they call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like first 500 or something. I forget how many units it was.
Yeah, they had like, it was pretty low unit numbers for the like early bird, the super early bird, and then the regular early bird, and then the regular ones. I think the final regular price for the starter, the basic edition, is $83, I believe. So even
and this is in China too. This is for the Chinese market, the domestic market. So I wonder what it's going to be like when it's
after
for sale overseas,
shipping, all that probably come out to be like. Hopefully 100. I mean,
I hope they get under 100. That'd be
under
nice.
100 would be great.
But
yeah, I mean, which is kind of a bummer because it comes in at $69, and then after all the junk, it'll probably balloon up to 100. But even then, I mean, this handheld, the type of performance that we're getting from that Snapdragon 662 chipset is up to light PS2 and GameCube. Like, you'll get a handful of PS2 and GameCube games. I'm imagining it's probably slightly less than the Retroid Pocket Classic, because the Classic has kind of a newer chipset.
Right.
But I think
the other thing we get with this is Linux support as well.
Linux support, that's awesome. I didn't even think about that.
So developers are interested in that, they can start doing some things on the Linux side as well. Yeah.
That's great. Having the flexibility of choosing whether you want Android or Linux, man, that just, all of these little things that seem kind of just like, oh, that's pretty cool, they all add up to like making this a pretty compelling handheld. I personally think it's going to dethrone the TrimUI Smart Pro as the kind of go-to after after it gets out there and some discounts kind of.
I think this one's going to get a lot of community support. I just have this feeling that it's going to do very well.
It's very interesting, and it's kind of coming out of nowhere too. So this is one that I'll have a unit in. So we'll be testing this on our channel here, and I actually am talking to the rep for MANGMI right now, who's giving me updates. I guess watching this show.
Ooh.
So it says, yep, on July 9th.
Send me one. I would love one.
Yeah, send it to Monto and Rob. But on July 9th, the Air X will only be available for purchase within China.
Okay.
So for U.S. and global buyers, the launch will be delayed about 1 to 2 weeks from now. It'll be available on MANGMI.com when international sales begin. It will be in stock and ready to ship at that time. So stay tuned. And the review units are going to be.
I love that. Yep.
Nice.
The review units will be going out later this week, so we'll have a little bit of time there to hopefully get a video out for you all, or maybe a live stream. Marketing team will be reaching out and letting just the reviewers know. So if you look interested in reviewing this, I guess reach out to them. When the product officially launches internationally, we'll get more details, pricing information, and all that. So the pricing may not be the pricing we see in the U.S., so just realize that. It might be more, I don't know, maybe less. We'll see. Oh, yeah, and hi, Sonny. Yeah, he said you're watching the podcast right now. Okay.
Nice.
So that's great. We're excited for the MANGMI, though. I like the look of it, and I'm excited to see just how the ergonomics feel, if the buttons feel good. That's important to us. And the chip is relatively unknown, right? We haven't seen this chip in too many other handhelds.
I haven't seen it in a
I
single.
don't think it's in any other handheld.
Any phone, something we can pull for benchmarks.
It's probably in something else. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Like,
it's got to be. It's got to be on like a phone from however many years ago.
Yeah.
But they did show some different. I've seen like a couple performance showcases. God of War on PSP running at I think 2x resolution. I might be wrong, but I remember seeing God of War running very well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty sweet.
And
I think.
Yeah, I was looking at that footage too. Yeah, do we have? If we can pull it up, that'd be great. If not, we can just move along. In fact, check out Monto's video. I believe you were showing that off. But seeing God of War work as well as it did, it was very promising. So more to come.
It's a hard
game
to
see
run.
this. Yeah, not the easiest. This is some interesting news. So these things called game cards. You go to the store and you look and you buy these gift cards and whatnot off the shelf. Well, this is something like that, except for it has a little Raspberry Pi Zero inside of it, a 2-watt Pi that's sitting on the shelf like you'd pick up anything else.
I love the marketing here. Yeah, I love that.
Right?
I love that.
It's called Grab and Go Raspberry Pi. So it has 2 buttons. And has a little screen.
This is crazy. This one's crazy. This one's out of pocket.
Look at this. Look at this. It's insane.
More like in pocket.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah.
You're like, oh, I need a game.
Awesome.
I'm at the airport. I need I need, a game to get me through the flight or something. Like, I'm just going to pick up my GamerCard and now we're good to go. Like the ergonomics, it's not designed for ergonomics, but
the technology is cool. I love seeing like more Raspberry Pis.
This is ridiculous.
Look at that. Ridiculous. Put it in your pocket.
Oh,
and it's by Sinclair.
It is.
I saw that. Yes.
GrantSinclair.com. More information about this and the pricing. Let's go there.
Pricing.
We'll see what else we can find out about this thing because
price is not great.
I love the idea. I feel like people might treat it a bit like a disposable device. I don't like adding more e-waste,
especially
in that way.
With the marketing having it with those cards.
Yeah,
125 pounds is a tough price
point
to ask.
How much is it in US dollars?
Well, yeah. Let's see here. Let me do the math.
Let's convert this.
Crunch the numbers.
170 US dollars right now, currently.
Woo!
That's British pounds, right? That's pound. Yep.
Oh man.
This reminds me of an old handheld, the Leocode Lyra or whatever it's Creocode Lyra, and it also was a Raspberry Pi based handheld that was very expensive when it launched.
It's always the Raspberry Pi based things for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, and the Brits too.
And the Brits, yeah. I mean, listen. When you're Grant Sinclair, you were raised by, you're in that family. Put your name on it, stamp $170. Look at that. That's a house down payment right there. We ain't talking handhelds anymore.
That's really a tough price.
They got Quake. Hey, listen. I'm gonna be playing Quake on this thing. You just watch.
I mean, I know Ban's gonna buy it because he loves Pico 8, but Ban's a little bit out there.
What is going on with the back of that? That looks like a man. They just really crammed the Laura Ipsum, blah 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 blah. Like they just crammed a bunch of words on it.
That is just sorry guys, I had to take a minute there. I had to go have an adult beverage. I had to consider. Now I'm ready to talk about this again.
500 milliamp hour battery. It's running a Raspberry Pi. What do you think, Raspberry Pi? It's probably the Pico, you think, or is it zero?
It says it's a 0.2 watt.
Yeah.
Oh, 02W. Okay.
Quad core A53. So I mean, you're gonna get
Quad core A53.
You're going to get a little bit of power out of here. The battery life, I don't expect too much. It is, Raspberry Pis, they will eat up your battery, but the 0.2 watts, I mean, we should be okay here. Maybe you'll get through a plane flight, I would hope. I think that's probably what
Got to crunch the numbers on it, but yeah, probably.
This needed to be like an RG Boy kind of price point where, like it's something you can pick up and play here and there. It's not going to be like your dedicated device, but it's cheap enough that it's a novelty. It's interesting to pick up. And I think that at that price, not many are going to pick that up. It's
got to be impulse buy like territory. But at the same time, I mean, is that bad to think that way? Because, then people will just be buying these and, throw them out somewhere. True. I don't know. It's a weird, this is like I feel like this is going to be a contentious handheld in a way. It'll either be contentious or it'll just disappear into the ether. It'll be a limited run, kind of like the was it the Mod Retro? What was that metal handheld? Chromatic handheld, Game Boy.
Apparently, they're still doing something over there at Mod Retro.
Really? What are they doing next?
They're doing something though. They want to bring back more chromatic stuff. So I don't think they're quite done.
I'm down with that. They're also more metal handhelds. Like, cool.
Well, their next project, as far as I've heard, is an N64.
Yes, FPGA. Yep.
The FPGA N64 is what they want to do.
Nice.
I remember Mr. Lucky talking about that at the barcade at CES a couple of years back. Like, he was like, "We're gonna do this Game Boy thing." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Don't you do attack drones?" And he's like, "Then we're gonna do an N64, and it's gonna be awesome." I'm like, "Huh? Well, we'll see."
Drones thing.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. But yeah, this thing, the GamerCard at $50, X and Tuman's got it right. I think at $50, that is an absolutely let's grab a game. I think that is reasonable.
Around that price point, I mean, you can give them some leeway. That's fine. But I'm like, the conversion, $170 US.
That is the price of a play date. That means that should be a platform.
The price of a plane ticket. Sometimes.
Of a plane ticket, right, to Vegas at least. That they should be giving us more games over time. Like that's something you invest into, right? You own it for a while. Perfect. The volume is perfect, Monto. Junk Store 2.0 is now
back-end
here.
Stuff here, fellas.
Yeah, so Decky Loader is something that happened about a year ago now, and now we have this version that doesn't even need Decky Loader anymore. So it's a standalone app, which is nuts, and it is something you have to pay for. So if you don't know what Junk Store is, this is basically a way to play GOG games, Epic Store games on your Steam Deck easily, and they do charge for it. So it's $40 for 12 months. But if you're subscribed or paid for version 1, then you're going to get some grandfathering perks there. So read more about it in our website there, on the Junk Store website. Pricing and what to expect, yeah. So this is exciting, though, because if you don't want to be reliant on the Steam library, or you don't want to be reliant on, whatever, having the Epic games, which you can get for free, and all those free GOG games you get through your Amazon Prime subscription, this is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. The Steam Deck is the gift that just keeps on giving. Yeah, in retrospect, tariffs.
What's Junk Store again?
So Junk Store is just a way to play your GOG library, Epic.
So it's like
library,
the
maybe
Heroic launcher?
Yeah, but it's like a much more
probably
streamlined.
Because with Heroic
vertical
launcher,
integration,
Right. The Heroic launcher, you'd have to switch to desktop mode and then install your games there. And it's I feel like a lot of people who get Steam Decks probably don't want to have to do all that.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of little things. So they're okay. So in the paid version,
cool.
Dang,
nice.
I was. So it's not just so you get Epic and UMU fixes, whatever that is, on the Decky version. On the paid version, you're going to also now get GOG, Amazon, download queue, emulators, ROM support, GOG DOS, GOG
now we're
Scum
talking.
VM.
It's all in one spot. Yep.
That's now. Yeah. Okay. I see what they're going for.
That's pretty
cool.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a lot of people
evaluate the $40 a year is tough. I feel like.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's break that down. What is that per month? I don't know. Maybe it's not too bad.
3, 4.
I'm not a math expert.
It's like $3.50 or something. I don't know. That's not that bad.
$3.50. Yeah, see.
$3.50 about
like half
$3.50
Starbucks drink a month. I mean, okay, all right.
Half it's about a quarter.
Yeah, a little. It's like a quarter.
It's like a sip
of my latte.
It's just
Steam's
nowhere near a Switch 2 unboxing. Premium.
Yeah.
I was grooving.
Okay, and we're back
My
now
favorite
with
one.
Super Mario.
That is my
64.
favorite one.
We just use that from the rest of the episode here.
Every single one.
We're a professional podcast, gentlemen. We need to focus now. Super Mario 64 now has a new ROM hack, Surge of Starlight. That's right. You wanted more Mario 64? Boy, you got it here. It has 131 stars to collect, 20 plus other levels, a whole bunch of content. This looks pretty neat.
Dude, what, almost 30 years later?
Yeah.
I have a whole video about N64 ROM hacks, just like on all the retro handheld devices. And
That's awesome.
the community is amazing. Like how much good stuff there is out there.
Love seeing these ones. Did you see the Minecraft Mario 64 mod?
That's
I saw
awesome.
that
That's
one.
Awesome.
I was seeing that.
Shotgun
Ocarina
Mario is
of
my
Time.
favorite.
It was a Zelda one where Zelda is, what was it? Mixed with Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Hero of Law.
Hero of Law. Yeah.
Hero of Law, man. Love that. It's like it's a 2-hour main game. There's a 1 hour expansion that you can like unlock.
And there's just something
Look at these
so
levels.
nostalgic.
This level
I
sounds
know
awesome.
these look fantastic.
I like these levels, and I just love the N64,
Style of Mario.
style of
Yes.
graphics.
The blockiness.
It's
just
so
nostalgic
charming,
to me.
man.
So good.
It
Yeah.
is. It really is. Yeah. And it cleans up really well. Like when you're running on a handheld or a PC through emulation, it looks good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is okay. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. I'm just saying, do we miss something here? Oh right, yeah. So LaunchBox, yeah, we talked about that. Oh, I know what we missed. Producer Sony, the NES, the RetroAchievements adapter. I wanted to
Yes,
talk about.
that's
This is
cool.
nuts. And yeah,
That's
sure. Let's
cool.
talk about. Yeah, let's talk
Retro
about.
Achievements adapt. What?
We'll talk about that in a minute, but first we'll talk about this. So this is cool. So if you have a Switch 2 or a Switch 1 and you're playing these arcade archives like the Namco one, Ridge Racer, well now they're doing the same thing but with Air Combat, which is one of my absolute favorite PS1 games. This is the arcade version, so the graphics look even better. But man, I'm pretty sure this is one that I do currently have.
Wow, Air
Yeah, I
Combat.
do. Hell yeah, brother.
A PlayStation?
Let's
You got it on
talk about
PlayStation?
this. Yeah, this game. Hell yes.
Yo,
Yes.
what a pull.
Right there. I love it when I actually have one. Yeah. So Air Combat, this is
Nice.
it's my favorite one. The
Game Doctors.
Game Doctors.
My
What is
favorite one
Game
from the
Doctors?
series.
My
And you were
guys?
this fighter pilot, and you could fly like all these different planes.
Oh, why
and
they
16
put
on
this?
I know
Why?
it ruins it. Why?
Why?
They got to
But-
put it down the inside, man. That's called branding.
One of my
Why is it
first-
on the inside?
I don't know, one of my first PS1 games, and I played this thing to death. Awesome. So I didn't know there was an arcade version. Okay, so this is very exciting. So this is going to come to the Arcade Archives, both Arcade Archives 1 for your Switch 1, PS4, and Arcade Archives 2 for your Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series. So
What's
that's
funny
very
is I don't
cool.
think I've ever seen this in an arcade.
Yeah, I didn't know they had an arcade variant, but it's like
thinking
my
about it,
favorite.
I'm like,
It's
never
my
seen it
favorite
in an
like
arcade.
flight game, but with way better graphics. So, and I know way better 1995 graphics. Okay, I know. I think it's probably up-resed at this point.
The Ace Combat games, especially for me, are just
Crisp.
so good. Yeah, this
Yeah.
looks awesome.
I love those crisp pixel. Oh, the smoke effects are really impressive, actually, for the time. Wow.
Yeah. They got
You know,
that
you-
layered.
This is going to be much nicer than the PlayStation version for sure.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah,
those
this
bogeys.
looks great because you don't get that like the PS1 wobbling.
The wobble.
Yeah, the wobble. That just kind of makes me nauseous sometimes.
Do you ever turn on that anti-wobble in the emulator?
Yeah, it helps a good amount, but like nothing hits like Dreamcast, like a true 3D. You know, instead of the simulated 3D.
And that's why you get all the wobbles.
Yeah, it has like a weird point-based thing.
I was always impressed that you could switch between a first-person cockpit view like this and then the third person, which at the time was novel, okay? You didn't see this much in games yet. So this was really cool. Yeah, there's also, of course, there are games like Warhawk you could play, and Pun Live saying there in chat, Warbird's A-10 Tank Killer, Amiga Flight games. But this was mine. Like, this was my first introduction to this style of gameplay, I believe.
Star Fox.
Okay, you're right. Star Fox, I did play first. You're right. But I mean,
I think a lot of us played Star Fox first, probably.
Yeah, but yeah, I loved the missions. I was terrible at the game though. It's a hard game. I don't even know how hard the arcade one is. Probably gonna take all your quarters. But yeah, so that's that. Now let's go back over to the other one. So the other thing is, this is so freaking cool. Okay, so if you have an NES, and I'll show you how this works. One second.
What
kind of dark arts is he gonna do?
Does he have one?
The fabled. What?
Stubbs, do you have one of these?
Okay,
NES
so
Retro Achievements adapter.
So what this does is it's going to go in between your system and your
So
cartridge, and it actually has a little ESP32 chip on it that's going to talk to the cloud, and it's going to log your retro achievements onto your account.
It's got a Pico in it.
Yeah, right.
Dude,
And
just slap a Pico in it.
Slap a Pico
slap
on
a
that
Pico
thing.
in it. You're not going to get real-time
Make it
feedback
smart.
on your game, which makes sense, but you are going to see in real time as your achievements are unlocked on the website. So I guess you would have the website pulled up somewhere.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which is
I mean,
cool. So you'll
it's
see
hands-free, right? Like you just plug it in, and then it tracks like all of your stuff.
That's really cool. That's
That's
pretty
really cool.
So you're gonna plug it into this adapter, and it's gonna kind of hug there, and like and you just
Well,
pop
like
it
I
right
know there
in.
are people who will not play these games without having the ability to use retro achievements. So
And I
this is probably a
hope-
huge deal.
and there's also
I hope it works with this, the EverDrive, which is you get all your games, pop it in
maybe?
there. I feel like if you're launching the game, it can read the memory all the same. I feel like
how
it should
does-
work as long
does
as
the-
the ROMs are the right variant,
about-
right?
cheating and stuff.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But-
It might be weird.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. Does the EverDrive, like when you launch a game, does it like reboot or like recycle or kind of trick the NES into thinking? You know, I think. I don't know. I don't know how flashcards work, but
Oh, this has a micro SD card on it somewhere on the side there. Yeah, and it just has every game ever. I got it from AliExpress on a sale. It was like $30, $20, $30.
Now imagine if they come out with an EverDrive that supports this feature built into the cart. How cool would that be?
You just
I'm
plug
wondering.
it right in or something.
I'm gonna get this, and I want to plug it and work it with this because then you mean, come on.
And there's a lot of people who like they're I mean, in a way, playing original hardware is like sometimes a much better experience because you know you kind of get that nostalgic experience and you get the original intended experience, even though the emulation is like really dope. But original hardware, you know, you get the best of both worlds. You get the original hardware and the retro achievements.
Oh, and Lisa, yeah, a little confused about retro achievements. What's the reason for this? Okay, sorry. So let's do.
Yeah, that's why I highlighted it. I thought it was a good thing to just talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, a quick primer on retro achievements. What this is it's like think about your trophies on your PlayStation or
Xbox
achievements on your
Xbox achievements. Yeah.
360. It's this little alert that goes ding, little dopamine hit you get saying, hey, you did something in the game that we've logged, and now you get points for it. So it's like that. So you sign up for an account on retroachievements.com. And now when you connect it on your various handhelds, like in RetroArch, whatever, there's like so many systems use this now. It'll log your game progress to your account so you can be and have friends on there and you can compare your scores with your friends, see who's the best retro master. And then it's just satisfying, you know, when you're playing a game, you're getting a little
It also
pop-up.
adds more, replayability to a game too, because you're looking for specific things to do, you know.
Right, like you want to 100% it maybe, or you want to go find some challenge or do something that's super niche that
You look for the 1%.
Or if you're like me and have to collect everything in a game, like an Assassin's Creed type of game.
and because it's like all on your profile, like it kind of cements your
It's
achievement.
like bragging
in a way.
rights a little
It's
bit.
bragging rights. It's bragging rights.
Even
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's like even if you're not bragging, like it's to yourself. You're like,
I got
cool,
no
did
shame.
this.
I got those NBA 2K Xbox 360 achievements that were
Yeah.
worth 1,000, 5
Right?
out of 5, you know?
And if you want to, so here's where it gets fun and harder. So you can put hard mode on, which means that you can't use, it locks you out of using save states and like rewind and fast forward. None of that. It goes
Nope,
old
that is
school.
not for me.
Same.
Yeah. So, but you get double the points. You get extra points for the hard mode. So you
think about what you
rights.
Lose in your sanity.
In your sanity, I know you lose a little bit, but you gain this much.
Like everybody has one game that they're like really good at, though.
Right.
Like,
right.
Everybody has one game.
Not Risk of Rain, I will tell you.
And
that
it's not
much.
Risk of Rain.
No. Anyways, that's a quick thing about that. All right, so let's move on. We were talking about the GamerCard, of course. So speaking of gamers, there's also Games Care. So what they're doing here is they're reviving this old project by Sega that was canceled called the Sega Neptune. What this was your Sega Genesis combined with a 32X in one console. It was this novel thing that I think many people were excited about, but they never released it. And so now they have it coming back as an FPGA console. So there is the unreleased Sega Neptune.
I'm so in for this. I'm so in for this. I love this.
Yeah. I bought a 32X as a kid. I never got that thing to freaking work right. It would work for like one game and then it would not work. It was just janky. So I would have loved to have had this because the Doom 32X was fun.
Yes, the Doom port of 32X was fantastic. And there's also a really good, what is it, a Colibri? That's a really cool game for the 32X.
Oh, yeah, with the bird.
The bird, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's some interesting. The 32X is a very interesting piece of history for sure. I mean, like, it is the beginning of Sega's demise, or at least part of it.
And
I contributed to it.
I never played much 32X. I was born in the mid '90s, so I kind of missed that wave.
You're a child.
I'm an infant.
It sucks because you missed out on the Sega Nintendo console wars. That was something.
I caught on Nintendo 64. That was like first.
Wait, do you watch wrestling? Have you ever seen wrestling?
Wrestling?
Yeah,
I've seen a good amount. My neighbor growing up, my friend, he was always big wrestling head.
Okay, because Bam wasn't sure what that was.
See.
Okay.
And
well,
I think you can kind of assume how I got here.
Yeah, I know.
I know a little thing or two about wrestling.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you from the top ring. Yeah, because under your videos, you're like, from the top rope, hit the subscribe button, drop it down. Bow.
The elbow. He's doing the macho elbow.
I accidentally said from the top rafters, and then when I was editing it, I'm like, that's really funny. Like, imagine being on the rafters and then just...
That's a hell of a jump you got there.
You're just swinging on the rafters and then elbow drop.
Good.
Man, Macho Man would be proud of you.
Yes, that's right, everybody. So now, if you were excited about the last topic, well, get ready for this, because if you have a Macintosh computer, for one, how dare you? And for two, Hydra is here, so now you too can play Nintendo Switch emulation. It's experimental right now. Not a lot of stuff works.
Stops.
What?
You could do Switch emulation already on Mac.
Damn it.
I have a whole video on it from last year. Actually,
next topic.
Surprisingly very popular video.
I don't have a Macintosh.
No! Stubbs.
You're fired.
Oh no. Oh no,
And he's
Stubbs.
gone.
And he's gone.
Oh, poor
that was-
Stubbs.
Poor
I broke
Stubbs,
him.
man.
I broke him.
Oh, look at him.
Anyways,
It's a good name, though. I
Great
really
name.
like the
I
name.
love the name.
The name
so
is great.
Hydra
It
is a new experimental Switch emulator for Mac.
Yep.
Which already had other working Switch emulators. Also, how dare you? But now you can play this too. So there you go. Hydra is cool because it's being built from the ground up. Yeah, they're not just doing a Yuzu fork.
No, I know. I like
It's
this. I like
fork?
this. Yes.
And this developer has a good attitude. Like they're
we
approaching
desperately
it,
need new code base. We desperately need something that isn't just built off of Yuzu and a fork of it, and again another fork, and just keeps going.
or
on.
another Ryujin's fork, or there's just
Hey, I watch Rob's videos. I love Rob's videos. Some of my favorite videos.
He's not hurting my feelings. It's cool. Hey, I'm trying to get
single
better
one.
about length too. I'm really focusing.
I saw
on
that. I saw that you were doing a shorter length, which is impressive.
Trying
Nice,
to.
man.
Yeah. Get right to
I
the
need
point.
I need to learn your ways, brother.
We need to
trying.
learn your ways for this show.
I don't think I'm the problem usually.
Oh, right. Who's the problem?
Well, certainly not the Monto who's new
I
here.
just got here, man. I just spawned in,
Monto.
bro. I just
Make the show shorter.
I picked the wrong server and I just kind of I don't know.
I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Just like my daughters always say that Taylor Swift song to me.
Actually, we're moving nicely along tonight. Maybe
Hey,
Ban's the
that's right.
problem.
We're only at an hour. Hey, let's go. Games, huh? What are we talking about this game?
Ban. Get back. Sorry. Well,
Oh,
stop your translation.
Commodore. We have more news, guys. I'm sorry. We have one
Ow.
more. Oh, we 2 damn more topics, and then we're done with news. Okay.
That's impressive.
Calm down. Whew. This is a lot tonight. Commodore. This one really is exciting to me. I watched this dude's video, and he's a YouTuber, okay? And I thought he's just joking around. He's like, I'm going to buy Commodore. They're going bankrupt. I'm just going to buy Commodore.
Yes.
And we're like, this is... What are you... So I thought it was a funny video, like, ha, 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 yeah, I'm going to buy Commodore too. And then he freaking does it, and he talks to angel investors. He hasn't officially, like, paid the money yet, but he has bought and acquired, and he's the CEO now of Commodore Computer, and he has brought back...
I love this too. Yes.
The dude from Silicon Valley, but also brought back a lot of the senior staff and the legends from Commodore.
Nice.
Are all back now. They said no to the other company running it or whatever, but now they're like, you know what? You have passion. You're going to bring this and revitalize this brand. It looks like I'm on board. You know,
Yeah,
call
and
them
can I just say that
the band back together?
I've been
Yeah.
watching retro recipes since well before I ever started doing YouTube on my own. They were always part of my rotation of just channels I would watch, and Perry Fractic and his wife, just awesome stuff. I love their content and perfect. I mean, like, this is awesome. I'm so happy that it's
So
in his
cool.
hands. Yeah, it's really cool.
Perry,
Yep.
it was my first introduction to him, actually, his last video about this. And then I saw the update in my algorithm. I'm like, okay, I watched it. I'm like, this is the whole energy of the video. One of the best videos I've seen. I left a comment down below on this one, and I was like, this is the best video I've seen on YouTube. I both was laughing.
He's
And
great.
I was and at one point I was crying. It was just so good because as a YouTuber, okay, being a CEO YouTuber of freaking Commodore, not only is he bringing back new projects and he's going to make new hardware, they're saying, but he's able to be his YouTuber thing on here. So he's making a joke of one of their senior developers, like, and David, is a huge ass. He's like checking my note. Oh, asset. That was like this. I was like, only a YouTuber CEO could pull something like that off. That's not something you can pull off in the boardroom. It's just like this funny mixture of worlds, and it really raises what content creators are able to do, and it raises our ceiling. So it's just it's
definitely
nuts.
watch their content. The channel's really good, and they've been
It's
around
so
for a
good.
long time. And I love their dogs. I
So
love that they
good.
include their dogs in it, and it's just I don't know. It's just good stuff.
Yeah, and they're
Very
talking
down to
to
earth,
Amiga, Commodore computers, and so check it out. Both
No,
of
this
the
is very
videos are
exciting.
great. Retro recipes on YouTube, freaking tastic.
Absolutely.
Speaking of things that are fantastic, the Stop Killing Games thing
Yep.
that has been blowing up lately in the news has passed 1 million signatures in the EU. This means that they want to not just have games be killed off, like online games that the company says, sorry, we're done supporting this. Guess whatever, bye-bye. That never happens to things like DVDs. You can put a DVD in always as long as it isn't broken, and you can still watch your movie. But with this, they're saying, why not bring that same mindset to games? You can't just take it away from us. We bought it. We're playing it.
Yeah.
So
And
this is getting big.
One thing I will say is, like, for certain games, I know I've seen this in the Play Store, like on the Android mobile space, where a game, is no longer being supported as a service, and they'll offer you an offline version to download so you can still enjoy the game well after it's done. And I'd love to see more games that are, service games offer that as an option later on when they go offline. I think that would help with that issue, a lot. So it'd be nice to see that.
Yeah, big time. Like there's, and you see that when these games do that, like, like Minecraft, Valheim, Ark Survival Evolved, when they give that dedicated server option, it just gives much more passion to the community and breathes much more life and longevity, and it raises the, like, from a business standpoint, it's better for the company who did it. Like, just because then people keep playing your games and they're more likely to buy your new games. There's like, it's a win across the entire board, except for the big money heads in the company. It just seems
like they're not gonna like this.
Yeah.
Yep. Nate mentioned Mega Man X Dive, and that's exactly the one I was talking about. That came to my mind, just as something that they offered it as an offline version, and it's a great game. And I want to see more of that. Animal Crossing, I think, in mobile also did that as well. And so there's definitely games out there that have been doing that, which is nice.
I hope they do it with one of my favorite mobile games was the Star Ocean Android game that you could play, and I really liked it. And they took it offline. I know it was a gotcha game, but they could have made it like Mega Man Dive, same sort of thing. It's a bummer because there's no possible way to play that game anymore, as far as I know. It just doesn't work. And so, hey, yeah, I'm down with this. Can we sign this as well? Russ was posting about this too on Twitter. We can't sign it. We can share about it.
EU only.
So EU watchers, go sign this. Let's get that up to 2 million and plus signers on this.
Yes,
keep it going.
Absolutely.
This is
it
very
could set
important.
a big precedence. It'd be really useful.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael Benny is the perfect time to bring up the fact that no, I have not finished Star Ocean Blue Sphere for the Game Boy Color. I'm working on that for the last, 3-4 years.
Chipping away at it.
I definitely have it on my bucket list before death.
It's one of those pick up and play kind of games. What are you talking about? You can just chisel a little bit at a time,
Can you chisel? Because I pick it back up after a while, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
It's the biggest problem with RPGs in general.
Is you stop playing for a month, and then you spend half the next session trying to remember where you are in the game.
Or where you need to go next.
What you need to do.
Yep. That has happened to me to a lot of RPGs. Yes. Oh,
the older ones that aren't as handholdy.
I need my arrow to point where I need to go next.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's, I think it's just about time.
Stop, transition. Stop, transition.
Yeah, man. Producer Sony coming in with that those beats. All right,
Producer Sony. I remember when they recorded it. It's pretty impressive.
With the Wicca Wicca. I had a Wicca Wicca in my other room over here the other day. We were doing some music jammings for my musical show, and at a DJ over here, he actually brought his record scratcher. And it was. I've never worked with the DJ before. That was a lot of fun. You can do a lot of cool stuff with that. You can like stop the song and like do sweet drops, and then you get back into the song, and he's like, I was like, whoa, that's cool. We're Incubus now. That's great. So let's talk about games of the month, because it's Sci-Fi July. Star Tropics is up first for NES. This is one that I've always wanted to play. I had it as a kid, but it was always too like weird, hard, and what the hell is going on? You had to have like the instruction manual for something, and I didn't understand it. Now I'm coming back to it as an adult. It takes 6 hours, they say. Follow a guide. You get to play a guy named Mike Jones, which is pretty cool. You also
have Jones.
You have a Dr. Jones as your uncle. Kidnap, blah, blah. Explore the ruins. Seems cool. Let's try it out. Now, also Einhander for PS1. This is a game from 97, which is a really cool Squaresoft game.
Such a good shmup. Oh,
right? It's one of those shmups. I love the art style. You can beat it in 3 hours, and it has
language.
One of my favorite games to feature. One of my favorite PlayStation 1 games to feature. The graphics, it's beautiful.
Did you feature it in your Mac OS video?
No, that was a Switch-focused video, Stubbs. Focus.
I know that, but I'm just wondering, maybe you would have. Anyways, Risk of Rain. I have...
Also, 5 hours Risk of Rain. That is a complete lie.
Oh, And we have Zoo.
Never trust how long to be, dude. Oh, dude, take the base game and double it.
Yeah, that's a complete lie.
We have Zoo in the house. I hope there is healing here, and I wish for the best. Zoo, are you going to pop in randomly to wish us luck? Or
Zoo's not a fan of iHonder? That's not good.
He just wants to shmup these. I don't know what that means.
Well,
Risk of Rain is the last game. This is a more modern game, 2013, 5 hours to beat. Roguelite action game.
5 hours.
And they say, it seems pretty tough, though, from what Rob's saying. Explore a strange and deadly planet after the crash of your ship. Takes too long and looting, and the opposition will get together, and you do a bunch of stuff. I've never played this game. I'm going to try all 3 of these this month. We'll see where I get. I'll report back. Which one should I play, everybody, first? Which game should I attempt? I feel like Einhander is really my speed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should go for that one.
I think I'm going to go for it, but we'll see. Also, game of the week, for this week anyways, is going to be Streets of Rage for the Mega Drive.
Nice.
It's a beat-em-up classic. You can get through that pretty quick.
Okay.
You know, our games of the week are usually games that are a lot quicker to beat than our games of the month. You get a half a point, but that all goes towards your sweet swag points to get RH merch, bragging rights, and special roles in our Discord. Say, hey, I play a lot of games. How about you? Also, game of the... Yeah, so Zoo says, finish Blue Sphere, you coward.
I heard it's being nominated for Game of the Decade.
Oh
so
my God.
Maybe then
once we start Game of the Decade, I can finally sink my teeth into this one. No, I have no more excuses, but I still like that game, even though I have not beaten it. Calm down, Zoo. I love you, though. Game of the quarter is Dragon Quest 3. This is one I'm excited to play because apparently Dragon Quest 3 is actually a prequel, because I was going to play the first one and the second one before I could play 3. You know, I have that OCD thing. But the third one, luckily, is a prequel to the first 2 games, and so you can play both the old school one, any of the remakes, like the Switch HD remake, which looks pretty sweet. And Blue Lions here says Einhander is the only PS1 game I put on my retro handhelds.
Yes, I love that.
Fantastic.
Also this one too was very important.
This mother effer was setting it up for his first analog pocket. Zeus says, what year did that come out? 2020, late 2022. Oh no!
So it was a little bit ago.
Have I really been not? Have I been trying and tempting and promising I'd beat that for that many years now?
So,
oh,
man.
what a how embarrassing!
Chipping away. You're just chipping away at it.
If I had any dignity or felt any human emotions, then I would be upset by this. I feel like, but we'll see. Yeah, so I do want to play some Dragon Quest though. I had Dragon Quest 3 as a kid on my Game Boy Color, and we'll see. I thought I'll probably play the HD remake. Okay, so that's games. Now, if you're looking to pull your wallet out of your pocket and you're like, man, why is there so much money in here? How do I get rid of this? Well, I have something for you all. This is called the Amazon Prime Days. It's going to be tomorrow through July 11th and this week.
Nice.
And you can spend your money that you've worked so hard for or not and get various deals. Now, mind you, we're not going to show this right off the bat because there is something to take into account. A lot of these products, they have them at a pretty good price a lot of the time.
Yes.
And they raise them up before this.
I was seeing that in my cart. I was like,
and then you get a
30 things raised their
for a few
price.
items.
Big discount. Big discount.
Why is everything raising their price? And then it hit me. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a marketing.
Or like I noticed like some products will have like those coupons you can apply, and suddenly it's disappeared. I wonder why. Yep. That's a classic tactic. So you know, just because it's on sale during this, you know.
Yeah.
And
just do your research, check the price history on it, see if it really is the lowest price and things like that. You know.
Yeah, price history is a good.
Absolutely, but don't do it through Honey. My goodness.
Oh no, F Honey. Sorry.
As a social media YouTuber,
can,
you know they take all the affiliate revenue, which helps RH. Blah blah. So yes, we have an affiliate link for this obviously in our description. If you're interested in the Amazon deals, check it out. They do have a lot of sweet deals though, as far as like the first party Amazon stuff, especially. Really, these are the good times to buy those things. If you want a new Kindle Fire or what have you, or maybe you had something in your cart, just Do the price tracking though. Make sure you're good.
Please don't buy any Fire tablet. I
never get a Fire tablet. You will instantly regret your decision.
No. If you're an adult, you will regret it. If you have children,
there you go. Cheat code. Okay.
My kids.
That's fair.
Have used the same Fire tablets for years, and they still to this day are using their Fire. They're all grody and just horrible, but they still work and they're still enjoying them. They're tablets that you don't need to worry about. You know what I mean? Like you throw a screen protector on, you put it in a kid's case, and it just lives its life until the end out in the world. No insurance, just
I saw that
until death. Kids deserve better than a Fire tab. Now, when children's grow a little bit and they're responsible with their electronics and they've shown like, hey, I'm going to take care of this. I'm not going to drop pudding or cottage cheese all over it anymore. Now we can talk about an iPad. Now we can talk about, something else. But as long as things working and Minecraft works, all that.
$100 tablet. That's the premium. It's like an iPhone.
Jordan, give them an Android. Don't be cheap.
Super
I don't know,
Pro.
man. I'm just speaking from experience. Both my kids like their Kindles, and my mom likes her Kindle, and that's so much. My dad uses an iPad. I don't have an iPad. I use that Lenovo M11 tab these days, and I use a Kindle e-reader. I do like my what do you call those?
Those are fine.
Yeah, Kindle e-readers are great. Easy on the eyes.
Yeah, those Kindles are good.
I like to call the Magic X 040 a Kindle with wings.
The warm light is nice. Yeah, that's right. And you can hack them and put your own books on. Now, this also was not in the news, but it was something that was reminded of me today. I saw it. Monto, this is your fault. You were talking about the TI-84 calculator, which I love. My TI-83 Plus calculator specifically. But they got Pokemon Crystal working on there fully.
You got to get the TI-84 Plus. Maybe custom edition or something. I don't know. It's the one that I had in high school. It was like one iteration short of running Doom and Pokemon. But yeah, TI-84 calculators. And honestly, okay, a little sneak preview for next week's episode is I saw another Reddit post of an Android app that's a TI-84 like emulator or like fake TI-84.
Yeah.
So you can run all the TI-84 games on your Android.
I have that.
Inception,
Yeah, no, I have that.
Do you have that?
Well, because as a kid, I made...
Why?
I made a bunch of TI-83 Plus games with my friend. We would just take turns playing games for each other to play. Like, he'd make me one about, a Squaresoft style game, and I would make him like a Star Ocean style. They're really simple menu games. There's not a lot of graphics to them. But we would do that, and it's just nostalgia for me. So I kept these files around all these years. And so every once in a while, I'll get the itch, especially when I see my buddy Kyle, Rip Kyle.
Rip Kyle.
He, when he was alive, of course, he had this, and we could use our little link cable still to this day and transfer our games. And so now I like...
crazy.
But I don't always have a TI-83 with me, and so now I do it on the emulated app on my Android phone. And it's pretty cool because it still loads in the same game files. It's the real interface, and it can execute the same games. It's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Drug Wars, yes, pun.
Drug Wars.
That's crazy. Dude, just that name is bringing me back to all those that era of like Flash games and all kinds of ridiculous GTA remakes and stuff. And
the spiritual successor to that, I feel like, is this Schedule 1 game I keep seeing people play on Steam.
Schedule 1. It looks pretty fun.
It's like a co-op Drug Wars, basically.
Yeah. Stick
People are having the best conversation in chat right now, talking about like the nostalgia they had for the TI-82. TI-82 was tough to get to
that's
much,
a
get much
memory
run.
unlocked.
Yeah, TI-82 was tough.
Wow.
The 84,
Gentle
the
Stone.
86. Yeah.
Drug Wars on my handspring visor. That's a piece of hardware I have not heard in a long time. Wow.
Too loud. I used to play the shit out of Drug Wars. That's TI-86.
That is wild.
Block, dude. That's right. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
This looks like a Palm Pilot handspring visor.
It was, yeah. I think it ran on Palm OS.
I think we just...
I see the stylus area where you had to do gestures.
We just leveled up.
You had to speak a whole nother language, basically.
unlocked the next tier of live chat just now. Like, this is the top. We need
The
to become
mind meld.
we need to become a handheld calculator channel.
Jordan's a man of culture.
Yeah, 80085. You remember passing that to your buddy in
Throw the
class?
1-3 in there.
Yeah. You pass it over. Your teacher picks it up, and they're like, "All right, that is the answer. Great job." And you're like, and he's like, "Oh, go to detention." Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. And Raptor, to answer your question, or was it? No. Sorry, Blue Lion. Oh, first of all, Sean, one of the first things my wife and I bonded over was that we both had handspring visors.
That's
Very cool. Yeah.
Blue Lion's question, though, was a Fire HD 8 or iPad Air 5. 100% the iPad.
Yeah.
Unless it's for a young child, then probably
it's always
HD.
iPad.
Unless you've bought like a really good insurance on your iPad. But the iPad, every day of the week.
I mean even the cheapest iPad that they sell is gonna be a better option.
Get it used. Save a little more.
Same. Yeah. It's just
real.
Yeah. Those Fire tablets are not great.
They're really sluggish.
Yeah.
Not for kids though. The kids don't see lag.
I have a little nostalgia now for the I have a little nostalgia for the earlier HD. Remember they released this one HD Fire that was actually really good. I think it was like maybe it was 11-inch one.
So like
inch.
Early days Fire tablets were decent.
They were good, right?
And you could run Android apps. Yeah, it was fine. And then it just
jailbreak. I know they're.
Yeah, I had to root mine. It was a pain.
Not great now.
Back in the day.
Some of my early emulation memories are doing it through a Fire.
The problem is their Fire OS that they have over Android is so bloated. It slows it down.
It's slow.
There's a million
hardware's hardly ever updated. I mean, it's just so bad.
They're just hey, use Amazon this, Amazon that. You want to use Amazon? Remember to use Amazon when you're using Amazon. It's like a million different things.
Back in the day, it was a good way to get a cheap Android tablet because you could basically make it an Android tablet. But now it's
get that rooted.
There are good cheap Android tablet options. There's no need for the Fire tablet anymore. So it's like,
if you're looking for good Android tablet options, check out RetroTech Dad. I mean, you got plenty Android tablets.
Yeah, man, you've lots of great videos that I've seen.
Android tablets, demon
phones.
Another memory unlocked with the Nook jailbreaking, where you could
is it Nook or Nuke?
Nook. No, never doing this again, Stubbs.
I mean,
but Nook, the first gen Nook, you could get full Android running on it, and so no one wanted to use it as an e-reader. They just wanted to use it as an Android tablet. And again, same idea, cheap way to get an Android tablet. It was awesome.
Yeah, Teams conference devices. Yeah, we bought all those $20, $30 Lenovo.
Hey, I didn't tell anyone to buy anything, okay?
Rob,
I just made a video.
Can't believe
I don't tell anybody to buy anything.
I bought 2 of those because of you. I never did a single thing with them. I turned it on and said, "This looks difficult." I don't have. What have I
just
done?
Show things you can do.
How dare you? I watched that video, Rob. So we've gone off the rails, Andrew. Yeah, you're right about that. Let's go ahead and talk about something that's on rails, like your sweet website you made, Andrew. That's right, Andrew. Go to handheld.deals, which is a whole slew of deals that are tracked for handhelds and related things like mini PCs, SD cards, discount codes, games, miscellaneous things, accessories, your free games on, Epic, and all that stuff is tracked on here. This is basically our weekly dils article, but expanded into this really nice fleshed out layout. And this is version 2.0 now. Okay,
this looks great.
This looks awesome.
Even
awesome job, Andrew.
He's the dude.
This is nice.
Do not compliment him. He doesn't.
Don't ever. No, you got to tell him.
Oh no.
Yes, he says it's an awful transition. Wow.
Oh no.
You won't like him when you compliment him.
Yeah, he one time he quit the team for a week when I told him that he was doing a pretty good job around here. And yeah. And he's telling you to shut up, Monty Butt.
Oh no. Listen. The name's Steamed Bun.
So Steamed Buns. It's on the show. So check out handheld.deals. And hey, if you spell it wrong and you go to handhelds.deals, it'll still work. It all goes to the same place, whatever you want. So check that out and look at all the various things. Oh, and hey, while you're buying things, hard-earned money, get some merch. I mean, come on, look at this. Zoo has merch on our shop. We have merch. Rob, oh no meme. Look, I need to get that tie-dye shirt for my next jam session with the Gypsies. And Zoo has pink shirts, bags, all sorts of things. And of course, we have hats and things. This is at retrohandhelds.myspreadshop.com. Okay, well, get a hat. That's right.
Hat check. Shirt check. Whoa.
Hey, so
I'm the only one. I ain't got a.
I don't have any design. Rob's repping. Rob,
see, wait. One of those. Is there a retro handheld something back there?
You got something back there. We don't have time for that now. What we do have time for is let's kludge it up, boys. Royal Kludge. R98
what
Pro.
the name?
What the kludge? That ain't some sludge. That's a kludge.
Let's get my kludge
The
out
name
here.
gets me every time you say it, Stubbs.
Let's get that kludge out. I accidentally wrote Royal Kludge in the description. I had to fix it next time. I typed too fast. But no, seriously,
Because you ain't got a kludge.
right? I don't. Yeah. So this is pretty sweet. I was looking at this, and this is their new K98 Pro, and full-size keys. Okay, it's got those browns on there, and I like the tan. So, but I have a yearly color because I'm weird. So this year's color for me is like tan. The Claw 8 came in clutch for that. Kind of ushered in the era of tan for me this year. I really like this one, though. This is the black model. They do have a green one as well. It's available on Amazon if you're interested, by the way. It has one of my favorite features, which is this dial, which you can use when you're editing your videos. You can assign that and scrub your timeline. You can have it do your volume for music, what have you, blah, blah. Not only that, but it comes with, if you thought it was done coming with things, no, it's always coming.
Phrasing.
There's things like this.
Phrasing.
Look at this chord. Huh? Are you ready for that? Look at the new end key. Huh? Look at that. A little bit of swap outs. That's right, Rob. Look at that. You get a little guitar pick. That's cool. Now, I mean, as much as I would love to keep packaging, we were talking recently on the show about how you just don't need to keep your boxes around everybody. We can just keep the thing, and that's okay, right? That's all right.
I actually did that this past week. I threw away some boxes. I'm like, look, I
so
love
proud
my
of you.
telescopic controllers. Why am I keeping these boxes? You know?
Right. Why are you keeping the boxes?
Right in the
I'm so
garbage.
proud of you.
Got me thinking, man.
This is your 98%
Switch 2 box,
layout.
take no space.
So you want compact? This ain't for you. But you want your numpad. Remember when we used to have numpads attached to our keyboards? Well, here, this has that. All right there, 98% size. RGB
I like
lighting,
the sound of that.
mechanical
Yeah.
switches. Let me show you the sound. So we found a feature in StreamYard here that lets me actually show you what things sound like for real.
Browns
now.
are nice.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's nice.
ASMR.
I like that. Yeah.
I wish Ben was here because
Oh, he's the keyboard expert. Yeah.
Wireless.
wireless. That and
Put the kludge on. Put the dongle in your kludge. You know what I'm saying?
that's. Oh, no. Just a second now. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
How much stuff can you
Monto.
plug in that kludge? RGB kludge.
That's nice. That's nice looking though.
Clutch that kludge. Yeah.
I like the feeling of the keys.
It looks really
It looks
nice.
nice.
I like the browns, okay? I like the browns on this. I like the feeling of the keys. These are very, very solid built keyboards. I've been buying personally Royal Kludge keyboards for years, and a brand I've always come back to when I'm looking for a new keyboard. It's honestly hard to choose, and Band's turning me into a bit of a keyboard nut lately, so yeah, I'm really deciding between what I want here. So this one goes for $79, but right now it does have a $10 off coupon. So you can get it for $69.99 on Amazon. You can get it in green if you want. If this isn't your thing, okay? You want some tea.
Oh, I was gonna.
That looks nice. That looks very like refreshing.
Yeah.
I like that color. Yeah.
That could be like a clean. There's definitely some people out there with that kind of color like palette.
Andrew, what's the
setup
breaking
going
news?
on.
Wait, do we actually have breaking news? Are you DMing me on Discord? Oh, what? Okay,
Yep.
hold on. Let me.
We
share
do,
my
in fact,
screen.
have breaking news.
Yeah.
Yes. This is kind of awesome.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got it
Miyoo
already.
Flip
Thanks, Sony.
Mini.
Miyoo Flip Mini. So this is the same form factor. It looks like as the what was that? What was that little clam we had years ago?
Funky. The Funky, yeah.
S. I love this.
Wasn't the Funky like really small, or is it the same?
I mean, it might have been a little smaller than this.
It might be a little bit smaller, yeah.
Oh, look at this. So we were reporting on this not too long ago. I remember,
Yep.
like as a rumor, right, or as a maybe.
Yeah.
But this is actually happening.
There you
now.
go.
It's a
look
nice
at that
size.
color.
Noli.
It's a good size too.
Whoa. Look at that clam. The pink.
Yeah, that pink looks
Look
awesome.
at that pink clam.
You want me to yuck your yum real quick?
Yeah, yuck it.
No headphone jack
Well, USB-C maybe, right?
on the back.
Oh, so
In the
we
worst
still have
spot.
to take a step back and say hinge could be a problem, and
Hinge, yeah.
apparently micro SD slots are a problem too. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we'll
I
see.
think the
so
slot,
build quality is going to be the thing to
The-
really
yes.
the question
Yeah.
mark on this. You know,
exactly. Like they struck out on both the regular flip models, and this time they're just
Right,
No
right. And I mean,
headphone
like, have
jack.
they-
No
So
headphone
crazy,
jack
man.
just kills me every time, because then you either have to carry around a dongle, or you have to use Bluetooth with audio delay, or you have to use the USB-C port with USB-C earbuds, which you have to carry on top of your
Around.
regular series.
reminds me of the
Or
good
an
old Game
adapter,
Boy
yeah.
Advance SP where you had to have the
Yes.
adapter.
Well, I love
the proprietary connector.
Of course, it's proprietary. It's
You
always
know, this is
proprietary.
this is nostalgic right here.
Yeah.
We're looking at nostalgia.
I love the
They're
look
trying
of
to
it,
capture
guys.
that retro experience. You know,
I do love the look of it, and it
Make
looks
it a
like
little inconvenient.
the hinge is unfortunately though similar. They don't
same.
have exposed screws. They have these little rubber coverings on
Right.
the screws.
Right.
I'm very, very concerned about now the hinge that was already breaking is now even smaller. Also, how is the SD card port? Because we did see, it was corrupting our SD cards, and the OS would stop working. So I do, like you guys said, I have a real concern about quality, but it looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
They have a lot of trust to earn back with customers right now.
and just in general, Miyoo, like look, they knocked it out of the park with the Miyoo Mini, but I think people forget the Miyoo brand is not really one
handheld.
associated with quality. They actually typically don't make good stuff.
They really don't, yeah.
And they revise and have a lot of revisions, and so
This is pretty crazy, guys.
just
Yeah.
we'll see how this turns out. I mean, I'm excited for this though. I like the size. It's cool.
Also, we have an image of the K36 Max, if anyone's interested. So this is a vertical handheld with a big old badonk, just like Rob likes. I think he really is going to like this one.
Care to elaborate,
So,
Rob?
I'll let you cook on that for a second if you want to pull it up before our next unboxing.
I like them thick, you know.
But in the meantime,
No,
we're
it's
talking
no
about-
secret.
Listen,
It's no
I love some
There's no
ergonomic
secret
grips
here.
too.
Calm down now.
You know what I'm saying?
Boys, so
I like to
settle down now.
like to grip on that Kludge.
Yeah, okay, now. Well, if you like the Kludge, check it out. It's on Amazon.
Love gripping
I
that Kludge.
love the weight of it. I love the weight. No. Okay. Hey, we're talking about clams, right? Which is very serendipitous because Go Game Geek sent me some clams. Look at this, 2 of them, huh? I know you've maybe seen some of these before, but... So they are including new operating systems with all fancy stuff. So this has apparently a Surwish cross-mix situation going on here. 256 gigabyte. They're very proud of the card they put together here.
Yeah,
So
look at
I'm
that branded thing.
Mhm.
Wow,
Is
that's
this
crazy.
right? It comes
I've
in
been
its own
seeing
thing.
those.
I've never
Wow.
seen that before. So
Surwish has been getting solid.
so this is a yellow V90S that they sent along here. The first time I believe I've had the yellow. And not Royal Kludge, a Go Game Geek is, I'm not kludging it. I just kludged up right there.
Kludge too much.
Okay, satisfying. Let's pull this off. Oh, wow. Every time, I will never get tired of pulling off screen protector things.
My favorite are the devices that have 2 of them applied.
2 of them?
Yeah. Yeah, this is something you see in the Android tablet space for some reason. I don't know why. And the one that's applied
on
is
the back.
crap.
Are you talking about the one on the back, or are you
No, I'm talking about
on
like
front?
Double on
That's
front, like
crazy.
full on double on the front.
They were real like scared.
The problem is like you take that first one off and you're like sliding your finger over, and it's like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with
It
this?
feels
screen?
bad. You're like,
It's
what?
awful. Yeah, it's not good. So I usually just take it all
Does it
off.
matter on a V90S, guys, which side I put the SD card in for an OS?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Y-
I'm gonna put it on
yeah.
the right.
I thought I ordered a V90S, but
I was gonna say yes,
didn't.
it does matter.
Well, we'll find out.
Find out.
We'll find out right now. So Go Game Geek has these available on their website. They're having a sale right now, and they're always having a sale because you can use RH15 for 15% off any time of the year, on top of whatever else they got going on. I
Nice.
believe. And what they offer generally is customer service, in addition to giving a more curated ROM experience. Usually, if they're going to include games with it, and apparently this does go in the other
Yeah,
side. So
honestly-
Well,
go ahead
that I'm
and
looking
turn
at
this
mine.
off.
I'm like, that is the right side though. 'Cause
Is it?
That's the slot 1. That's the OS slot.
That is slot 1.
Yeah. It's weird. Well, try the other one. That's kind of weird.
I wonder if this is games only.
Oh, it could. Yeah,
Oh.
that's probably
Yes,
what it
it
is.
might
Checking the
be.
box.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it.
I tossed the
Wait,
box
well,
back
I
there.
mean,
It's gone now.
it's a Surwish card, so it might.
Yeah, it
it
should.
probably has cross mix on it.
Well, let's
They-
let that cook for a second. Hopefully that works. But yeah, so Go Game Geek, it's our favorite reseller traditionally. Oh, and they included for this one too. So this is the RG34XX SP from Anbernic. God, I love that Ronald McDonald yellow. they got
McDonald's
going on here.
yellow.
So this we're getting a C
Gets my
Pi with
juices flowing.
64 gigs, huh?
C pie,
See,
C pie, eat
Yeah.
pie.
Better than like an apple pie, it's just a C Pi.
I would not order a C pie, bro.
Now don't
Pass on
bro
that
me
one.
right now on your pie.
Broing on my pie, I'm gripping on my clutch.
Monto,
what is happening here?
Listen, I'm just letting you figure out the SD card.
okay, let's boot this up now.
Honestly, a hinge on the 3.4. It's peak.
Yeah, this
It's
Hinge,
really
they did a
good.
great job.
It's so good.
So if
I've been
you've
using mine
never-
quite a bit. I actually have a video dropping with this guy this week. So
I really like the
I've been
3.4
working on a
XL.
review for it.
nice.
Well, stay tuned for Monto's review, for Rob's video as well. You doing it's a review, right, Rob?
No, not a review.
No, not a review. Okay,
No,
like a
Care to-
show.
it's
Can you
me
tease what
doing
you're doing?
me doing what I do best, showing
go.
things.
I like how you show things, though.
Oh yeah, I've been told that quite a bit.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, man. I believe it. Oh man, they really got to disable this damn sound, though.
I hate that.
Listen, that's their
Yes.
stamp. That's their like stamp of Anbernic. That's their stamp of approval.
Well,
they
so
say
there's
we were
nothing-
here
There's
because
nothing.
I hate that
It's brutal.
default sound. Yeah,
it's brutal. I guess in a way it forces you to understand the settings though, right? It forces you to get familiar so you can turn it off. So in a way, they're kind of doing us a favor, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, man,
It also is really annoying.
these are the same games that they always include with this, though. Hold
especially
on.
when the volume's
Hold
like
on.
turned way up.
And
Hold
the
on.
numbered, dude, the numbered
Hold on.
games, is that
I hate that.
I hate
must
it.
be
I hate it. It is
This they must mean this to replace this card as an option. I'm guessing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that's
I
probably
think
what
so.
they meant by
But
saying.
but on the V90S, that's weird because
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that because.
it definitely goes on the right side. That's why I'm like, what's happening?
Well, if
there?
there's issues with this, they are good about returns and all that. They're easy to work with, and they're generally just a friendly group. But I might need some instruction here because why send this if it doesn't include extra games? It's not booting as an OS card. That is TF1. I don't know. That's why. There's no guidance on this either, so let's see. If we put it in the other side, don't ever take this out while it's turned on like I just did, by the way.
try it again, and also try it without anything in the device as well.
Let's do it without. You're right. Let's do
Yeah.
it without. Might just be a bum unit. I don't know. You've all seen these devices before. We have videos on our channel, but man, of these two clamshells, I gotta say, I thought I was gonna really take to the Powkiddy V90S. Finally, they released one. It has that satisfying snap that I love. But man, I gotta give it to the 34XX SP in the end out of these two.
Same.
Honestly,
Me
it's
too.
just, even though it's clicky buttons, whatever, it's a little warm. Man, it just all the H700 love, all the OS options.
Yeah,
This one just does it for me, man. The screen, the whole thing. Yeah, I am a fan of the 34XX SP. Definitely. Yeah.
I also like that it's smaller too than the V90S as well. It's even more pocketable, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love this device. Like literally, I just throw it around, and you know what? It holds up just fine.
I wonder, guys. I wonder if they swapped and put the wrong card in. That's what I wonder.
You know what I say to that? Oh no.
Oh no.
That's very unfortunate.
Let's see. So let's put the C-Pi in our Powkiddy.
Never thought I'd hear those words in a sentence.
Well, I feel like C-Pi goes with Powkiddy, and I feel like, what was this one? SanDisk Ultra? Like an actual SanDisk Ultra, perhaps?
Wow, that's...
I feel like that goes with the Anbernic, right?
Sorry, guys. I had to check in on Ben.
How's he doing? Is he eating food?
Yeah. He's doing all right.
All right. We're going to get to the bottom of this. While we're waiting for that silly thing to boot up, let's take a look at something really, really freaking cool. I don't know why I talk like that.
It was just so cool.
We're not yet. Hold on.
Stubbs' Mickey voice is coming back.
Sorry. They also sent along, and this is actually for the TrimUI brick, but it's just something I'm taking forever on the video for that. Forever. I'm talking months. Why? I don't know. I think they sent this around Christmas.
Oh, look at that. Yes, dude.
They made me this
that looks good.
backplate for my
Stubbs got his own branded handheld. Heck
for
yeah.
my TrimUI brick. I'm going to install this in the video. I got to finish that dang video.
There's nothing like customizing handhelds, It just
I love it. It's my favorite part of the whole
I think that was like the big appeal with the original Miyoo Mini. Everyone loved doing that. It was so easy and cheap to do.
different TrimUI brick swap outs
That's
for buttons.
cool.
Those
they
look
have these
nice.
on their website. This is really one of my favorite things that they carry on there. Just all their custom stuff. They do focus on the accessories. Of course, you get the grip for your brick, so you can grip your brick.
grip that brick.
Different back things. This looks like. I hope this card works for my brick. We're gonna have to try that out now because I haven't had an issue with these before. So I don't know what's going on today, guys. But we're gonna give up on this right now. Go Game Geek, if you're watching, what up with this? What up with this? Why? Yeah, this not work. This works stock, great, but okay. Now for something completely different. I know today we're probably going to be run just a little long, but hey, let's talk about something.
What we got there? What you got there?
Stubbs, thanks for the great feature on the podcast. I appreciate it. Pun. So yeah, Pun is somebody who runs a Etsy shop called HypeBox?
Right. HypeBox and the Hype Stix are kind of an extension of that.
An extension, a product on there is called these Hype Stix, and these are really cool. So Pun sent me these various sizes and little Hype Stix. So these are transparent, bigger joysticks for your Retroid and your AYN handhelds. I believe those are the only ones in whatever sizings are compatible with other handhelds.
Yep. So I've tested it on a lot of IONEO devices that have the removable caps. It works on those.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It will work on a lot of the devices that have those removable caps. So pretty much like all the Retroid style joysticks and stuff like that.
Ooh. I just got this.
I know he has lower profile ones, so maybe you want one that's not as high. He's got like the big XL one, which is one of my favorites.
Oh, look at that deep dish on this one. Look at that deep old dish.
Yep, convex, concave, like whatever your flavor is.
Nice.
Yep. And with the RGB on the clear, man, it's so cool.
Just this is so freaking cool.
So sick.
So let's see. Let's get my RGB going here. I just got this portal today. Just showed up.
Oh, you just got that.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Just this morning,
Nice.
it just showed up. I finally ordered it. Well, I wanted it in indigo. I'm like, I really like the Portal. It's one I'm going to keep long term, but I want it now in the preferred color. So I got rid of the black one, and now I have the purple one.
I've been eyeing the Portal for a while, but I'm
It's so nice though.
I have such a backlog of handhelds. So
I know.
I feel like if I get it, I'm just gonna that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna play the Portal.
The Portal is one
I'm gonna
constantly go back to.
Enter the Portal, and I'm never gonna come out.
Okay, so let me just dial the brightness down a bit so you can probably see it a little better.
Beautiful.
So, oh yeah.
Oh, look at that range of motion. Yeah.
Oh man, my big thumbs. You finally made a deep dish for my thumbs that actually fits my thumbs.
Those deep dish thumbs.
I've never had such a deep dish for my thumbs before. What a elegance, what a luxury this is for my thumbs. So these are on Etsy, inner description, and really cool. So here's some different sizes here. It looks like these ones are going to be a little bit more shorter. Let's try that one out. Ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
Color. Maybe it's the same height. This is different style, I guess. Yeah, so this one has that kind of ribbing around it. This very
someone was asking about how was the grip on your thumbs with that, and I think that helps a lot.
The outer grip is really slept on. Like more people got to get.
Yes, and I think with it having like a concave versus convex will also give you that better grip as well.
Yeah,
and
they're resin printed, so they're not like 3D printed. They're resin printed, so they're really really nice quality. Yeah.
That's what's kept me away from getting. I ordered a bunch of other 3D printed sticks from like other shops, and they just felt 3D printed. So resin, I'm excited.
Oh, what is
I might
this?
check that out.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Hold on, there's more things here. What'd
you get there?
Look at this little Hype Stick Game Boy. Look at that. It's so cute. You can even get a little lanyard in there.
Yo.
You serious right now?
Lanyard.
Wait, I think I have a lanyard. Dude,
Lanyard gang. Rise up. Lanyard Nation.
I like how you just had like a pink lanyard just laying.
Yeah, wait, is that the DS? Is that the DS lanyard?
No. This is, well, it might have been. I bought it off eBay a while back. It's for a Game Boy Color project that I'm working on.
That looks exactly like the pink DS Lite lanyard, maybe?
It could be. I don't know. I think it's from a Wii controller. Actually.
Oh, it's the pink Wii controller. Yep.
Oh, the Wiimote?
The pink Wiimote.
That's awesome.
That makes sense. They made so many dang Wiimotes. You will never have trouble finding a Wiimote.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
This is keychain worthy
It's
here,
like,
guys.
it's like
Look at this freaking thing.
20 times the size of
What is this? Hype Stix. Oh, there's more sticks in here.
That's fun.
Freaking sticks. Look at these different stick sizes.
Do you have the original Odin stick? Can you hold it up next to those for reference?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so the original Odin 2, all of the Odin sticks are like small. They're right?
They're pretty small.
Yeah, they're pretty small. Yeah.
So
I don't like small sticks. I like
So
big
if you want
sticks.
bigger sticks, the XL option is really nice for that.
These are freaking great.
Yeah, and I'd recommend anybody who like pick up like custom sticks, get like one extra size, and then you can kind of decide which one you really want.
Oh, yeah.
Those look awesome.
Yeah.
Now that's nice. Real nice.
You sound like the ghoul from the Fallout TV show, which I actually binged and finished watching. It's awesome.
I've been watching some Apple TV shows lately.
I gotta watch that.
I'm off the wrestling. Well, not off the wrestling, but I'm off like the A&E document. I had to move on.
Same.
I was holding on to
So
it for a friendship, but I had to.
I went to the recording studio where they shot Fallout, and it was huge.
Oh,
it's so
that's cool.
sick. Yeah, it was like this big studio in New York. Really cool spot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they do some crazy stuff.
That's pretty nuts. What?
I gotta watch that show though.
Yeah, it's very good. I also binged.
I'm a big Fallout head.
I watched it with my father. He's here
Nice.
last.
Good vibes.
Okay, good vibes. Well, Hype Stix, check them out in the description, man. These are not expensive either, right? These are, I want to say $10 or so, and then you got to pick what kinds you want.
And I believe that comes with 3 sticks usually.
3 to 12 total sticks. Nice.
Yep.
You don't have to get a transparent one too, by the way, right? You can get You can get the
They're solid colors. It's on black,
color.
white, and then I think a gray as well.
There's the Hype Stix Nova. There is the Hype Stix for the Retroid there.
Yep.
And the clear collection is what I showed interest in, and it looks like he ended up sending me the whole clear collection. So I'm going to be trying these out in various handhelds, and you'll probably see them in videos here and there. So freaking cool, man. And Pun Live, I probably in live chat. Yep. There you go.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Thanks, dudes. $9.99 for 3 sticks. Great. Fan-freaking-tastic. HypeBox. My HypeBox, actually, in Michigan. Etsy.com/shop/my HypeBox. Check it out. Now, if you were expecting us to be done with unboxings, because we're running just about into 2 hours now, well, we got one more for you in the lightning bonus round.
Let's go.
We're going to be looking at.
Oh, I remember this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna. This is a permanent fixture of my desk now. By the way, this is gonna live.
That's a Kai with HDMI.
HidMe. We got the HidMe right here. That's right.
That's that name is asking to be vandalized.
I've been the brands, right? They'll reach out and they'll be like, "This monitor. Do you want to review this? Do you want to look at this?" And I've been saying no a lot. Just because, I already have enough monitors. What I could use is a travel monitor. I've always wanted one of these travel monitors so I can actually take it on trips, do the podcast on the go, and that's kind of been my use case, as well as have, when I'm testing video out on these handhelds, have something small that I can fit in shot with this camera. So I can't go bigger than 15 inches, or this is 15.6 inches. This one is what is it? Let me pull up the name of it. It is called the KYY 15-inch K3-2 travel monitor. So it's the K3-2. There is a K1 variant as well, which is a little bit different. It has one of those book style things that it sits on. This has more of a dock. It's just kind of how it sits. They're both available on Amazon. Yeah, so here's the K1, by the way. This is the card for the other one. So it's this style, like you have for your tablets. And this one is a more secured one, which people say in reviews that this one's going to be better. Oh, wait, this also? Did I get the wrong one?
That's not bad.
Is that the case for it?
Yeah.
It's also a stand, too.
Yeah, it's $70, and it looks like it's on that Prime sale.
Nice. Primed up.
Oh, this is the case for it, which also is a stand.
Yep.
Oh, and does it have a separate stand?
It probably has all sorts of adapters and cables. They usually come with a lot of good stuff.
So it's not OLED, but you're going to be paying $200-$300 for the OLED. So this is going to be that IPS. $70 is not a bad ask. This is one that I was trying to buy these ones a while back, and I couldn't find any that really met what I was looking for. So let's see if this one does. Attach a telescopic controller to it and make it handle with HDMI and XLR.
It's got to be do a Bluetooth telescopic controller and you're living the dream.
That's so cool.
Velcro the handheld to the back.
Velcro the handheld.
So you can do your USB-C.
Waiting for a video on that, Stubbs. I want to see that.
Hey, we'll get there.
Those cursed.
How do you get this out, though? Okay, so it has some flex to it. Okay, so there's a little place there. You pull it out. Oh, it's nice and lightweight, though. Oh, it's very lightweight. I like that, but I hope I don't break it. So I'm glad.
I mean, isn't it kind of crazy? You think about how you could throw a whole monitor in your backpack nowadays.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
What a world we live in. I mean, that's crazy.
So, we get a big satisfying peel to your desk. Oh, it doesn't peel; it just pulls. Dang it! I don't know if I'm gonna.
Kind of satisfying, maybe.
Yes. So we're looking over here, and this is going to have on the right side, we got your 2 USB ports for power, and then you have your full-size not full-size. This is the mini HDMI there. Let's see if they include adapters, though, so you can do other sizes. got your buttons here. You got a headphone jack. I know you like that, Monto, that headphone jack.
I'm a headphone demon, man. Give me that.
So KYY. The only thing I don't like about this so far visually is the fact that you walk around with something that says KY on it. There's another connotation
There's a
there.
second Y.
But we could, yeah, you know, KYY is like kawaii.
It's a little extra.
It's a little extra.
Those two USB-C ports on the side, does one of them accept video in, perhaps? Or are they both power?
We'll see. Let's find out real quick. This isn't, though, the one. This is the K1 model, not the 2. So this is the one that, that's held together by, you arrange it into a docking situation like that. It uses magnets, you see. Magnet technology, and then it leans up like this. Something like that.
The chat's...
What are they doing right now?
Chat is diabolical.
Let me look.
KYY.
KYY. I only use the jelly. It doesn't feel slick.
It's a
hold on. Michael Benny had a question.
A slippery monitor.
Michael Benny had a question. Okay, let's make sure to address that.
It's not slick. So this is a matte.
Okay.
What I appreciate for filming, especially, is having a matte screen, not glossy. It's going to reflect on the
that's
camera.
huge. That is
so
huge.
this is a matte
nice.
screen. It is not slick, and even if you do need to do suppositories, this will not help because this is a monitor, not the other thing. Okay. You take your pills and vitamins, everybody. However you need to, orally, whatever way you feel comfortable. Let's also see what cable they included here.
The comments.
We're not going to keep kludging right now.
I love everyone in chat.
So they did include a little mini to full size. I like that. Yeah, well, KYY, not to be confused with YKK, which is another brand. You have to be sure of what you're doing here, everybody.
And the two can oftentimes be related, though.
Yeah.
You know, you got
right.
the zipper, you got the, you know.
Calm down now. For one, this is a family program. For two, we need to see if this works.
I hope you're not marking it as that, because
Odin
I'm
Portal.
surprised we haven't been canceled by now.
Oh, people on Apple Podcasts really wish we were. That's the place where people are like, what is wrong with these people? Why are they eternally 16
Took them this
years
long
old?
to figure that out.
You know, I don't go there for the. No, we love our Apple listeners. It's just that I didn't know. I'm sorry, Apple enthusiasts. I didn't realize that we had Switch emulation already working so well on MacBooks. Rob could have told me, and he didn't, but it's fine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we can use it with the dongles. Let's plug it in, get our dangle going.
Let's see. You think it's going to power it?
Oh,
Whoa!
my
That
frickin'
how much is that
AYN4
drawing?
That's nice.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh,
I love
like
monitors that just run off the power like that. It's
Look at
the
this! Look at
best.
this!
I
It
love
just
that.
runs off the handheld power.
You got the Retroid dual screen right
Look at
here,
this,
man.
enough.
You got
Look
the
at this.
Odin dual
You
screen.
got the Odin dual screen. Oh wait, you can't slide open the unlock.
Listen, you're asking for a lot right now, Stubbs.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Nice. No,
Oh.
nope.
No.
Stubbs.
But it works as a controller.
Yeah.
But it's not touchscreen. But at the
Not
price point, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, look at this. Look at it.
Nice. That looks great.
Let's get up close because I know my. Let me just drop my ISO real quick on the fly here. No big deal.
There should be a some sort of brightness control on the monitor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure,
Push the
yeah.
buttons and do
Yeah,
the thing.
right. Yeah, you have
You
to
can dial it in whenever you want.
noodle
Push
around.
this, noodle around, blah blah blah. Do all that, but we
Look at
don't
that
have
menu.
today. That's a pretty sweet menu, honestly. So
That's a good question.
this is
Speakers.
great. This is great. This is
Right.
exactly
Where?
what I was
Yeah. Do we know
looking for.
where the speakers are placed on it?
Ooh.
Did you see
Let's
any
play
speaker
something with
grills?
sound. Let's record something and then play it back. No.
Oh, you're getting the premium Android experience right now.
No.
Navigating
here's
with
the
a
problem.
controller.
Allow. Oh.
Some handhelds have made me quite
Wait,
adept
there's
at
a
this.
music app.
right. You get the muscle memory.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
So you're first going to need to get this set up on the don't know.
Well, you probably could disable. You could do it so that it mirrors too.
Oh, do it. Oh, yeah. Go into the settings.
Yeah.
And then at the near the bottom.
So it doesn't turn the display off, and then you could at least
Yeah.
use a touchscreen when you need
There's
to.
always that handheld settings.
That's right.
It might be
because come on, I'm not a maniac.
Shut out. It might be in its isolated like handheld settings near the bottom.
Odin settings.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Video output. Here we go. So we get Type C, adaptive. Oh, we can do 4K. So this one does up to 1080p, right?
Yeah.
At 60 hertz. Is that right, producer Sony? I don't see a mirror option. Am I crazy?
It might be.
Or just to not turn the screen off.
Yeah. Might
I
be
forget
some
what
sort of,
what it's called. Hold on, let me see.
Turn off the handheld screen. I see. When
you found it? Okay.
There you
that's
go.
what we want. You're right.
I was like, wait, I have a portal right here in front of me. I should be able to help you through it.
It's been a minute, but let's see if that works. Okay,
it's-
now,
it's-
yep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always strangely peculiar how similar Retroid and Odin settings are sometimes.
Shh, we can't talk about that.
Can't talk about that.
Okay, so let's record. Wow. Here we guys, we gotta record. I can feel it calling in the air. KYY. Hold on. Okay, let's see.
Oh man, I'm gripping my clutch to that song.
Okay, here we go. You say gripping the clutch. Okay, so now I need to turn off my back.
My
I'm gonna
royal
put that on
Kludge.
a t-shirt. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Calm this. Go.
KY on that
Volume.
clutch.
Oh no, he's pressing things.
Oh no. Oh no.
See. Where's the
Do we know if it has
The damn
audio
thing.
like
We're gonna have to find out.
speakers? Yeah, I guess we're gonna
Get outta
find out.
here.
Huh? Stubbs is the caveman smacking a computer. Something.
It's like Zoolander.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the computer.
It's working.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute.
Is it
No.
or no?
No.
The sound is in the monitor. You need to get into the monitor.
Oh, it does work. It's just very quiet here.
Yeah, probably needs to be turned up. I can't imagine them being very loud.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what he's really doing? He's really whispering right now.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
It does work.
Pulls
but
it-
yeah,
pulls
you
it
need to
off
turn up the
screen.
volume. And it sounds it's okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
mechanical
a
burrito's
monitor
on point.
first, right? It's
My one thing though is I wish this was a touchscreen. I know you don't see matte touchscreens often, and it would probably be a glossy at that point. But if I had to nitpick, I would say it would be nice to be able to touch the screen options. But for my purposes and what I need, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I like that. Now, getting it on this thing is another story. So I know
probably
there's
good for like
instructions, but
flights
nobody has
too
time
and
for that.
stuff too.
Yeah, for flights is another.
Just like
use case.
ripping a big screen handheld.
So there's multiple ways I guess you can set this up.
Yeah, they're cool for like setting up like a little mini battle station on the go, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they're
we
so
got
like
this.
lightweight and
Yep.
This.
you know.
And they're slim. You can
Slim.
throw it in your drawer whenever you need it. That's usually what I do. I mean,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you can even keep it like next to your laptop too in a bag.
Okay. So yeah, you can
Nice.
set it up. Looks like you can do it at different angles. Here's the default one. And for me, looking at it, that looks the best. But of course, I'm going to set it up a little differently from when I display stuff in videos. I'll probably just lay it flat, honestly, for that. But yeah, man, cool. $70. This fits my purpose.
I
Not
just
too
can't
shabby.
believe I can't believe
Not
how
too
cheap
shabs.
these things are now.
shabby.
Right.
It's wild to me.
46% off. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that. But
Yeah.
okay.
Classic.
I feel like I was looking at it the other day. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't 70 though. It was a bit more than that, but I don't think it was 130.
My
All right,
brain
everybody.
doesn't even process that. I'm just like, how much is it?
I don't know, but we're gonna get out of here and let you all get back to your night. I hope you all had an awesome 4th, by the way, if you celebrate, and your pets weren't too freaked out by the fireworks here in the U.S. Ours, surprisingly, this year we're doing pretty well with that. And man, my daughters, man, they had the time of their life. It was the first fireworks show my wife took them to, and they just loved it. They're like, "Oh my God, whoa, whoa, whoa!" You know, you get that childlike, like, "Whoa!" You know, I've seen enough, or I'm like, I've seen fireworks. You know, I'll stay home with the
my kids are like that at this point now.
Yeah, you know, I'll
we
stay
still
home
blew up a
taking
whole
care
box of
Monto
Costco fireworks, but it's like, you know.
Oh, sorry, producer Sony. Okay, am I better now? Am I loud again? Am I back? Okay, sorry.
Just in time.
I
Came in
probably
clutch
was
for the
very,
end.
very, very quiet. And we have a super chat. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, we must have missed it.
I can't see it. I can't see it. Do we?
It was way back. I think I might have.
Can you pull it up, producer Sony, for me? Oh, I pushed a button. Oh, I told people to refer them to StreamYard to get a $10 discount.
An accidental shill.
Yeah, StreamYard is pretty sweet. Oh, Green Protagonist, thanks for your super chat. Anyone have a Motorola Droid with a game gripper?
I saw the game gripper. That's what
I saw that comment. Yep. I actually was like, all these memories that are being unlocked right now. It's like, wow.
Game gripper.
Get the Action Pi or the MANGMI. I think that you should probably go for, I don't know, the Action Pi looks interesting, you know, but it's...
Yes, I agree with that.
The MANGMI looks, it's just so, like, it hasn't been done. Like, there's a new chip to explore.
That name is unfortunate.
I'm excited to see what that's all about.
It feels like...
Swap a letter out and suddenly you have a new website.
Right. Although the Helegaly Action Pi, it's a known quantity. We know what it is. Mm-hmm. We've been enjoying it. It's a sleeper hit for us. So yeah, it's solid and it works well. But yeah, I am excited to see what this is all about. So stay tuned. We'll report back. And let's go ahead and get the heck out of here.
Let's do it. Hey, that's pretty good, all things considered. We did it.
We got through it. That was a lot of news and a lot of unboxings.
It was, yes.
And every week I'm like, we're not going to have enough unboxings. We're not going to have enough news. And it's going to be a short, dull show. And every week I'm surprised. And stuff randomly is a bleh. And then the news happens. And then we have a show.
Breaking news, too.
Breaking news. There was so much. So much today.
That has happened quite a bit to us.
You know. And also, like, I don't know what's going on with the Go Game Geek stuff, but guys, at Go Game Geek, like, get me a thing. Like, find me. I want to talk about that satisfying. Satisfying. Satisfying snap. That's right, old stubs. And I want to once again thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds, of course. And a special thanks to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything here possible for us. Join us in our Discord to chat and play games. Games of the month, games of the week, games of the quarter. And you know what? Join us on the next episode where we're going to be talking more about what the heck that Miyoo Flip Mini is all about. My goodness. I'm going to try out these damn sticks. I'm going to be using this monitor. And man, we're going to get a retro stew going, everybody. But until the next one, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Monto Steamed Buns Tech. Check out his channel, which is at MontoTech. With an S on the end, at MontoTech.
MontoTech, so I'm MontoTech. But just look up MontoTech, it'll come up. Also, by the way, just a great handheld.
Yeah, chill.
I know, it's see-through. It's amazing.
It's new technology.
GKD
got a lot
Pixel.
of ports on here. GKD Pixel.
Two?
Chromatic.
One. Two? One. Is it two or one?
It's two.
It's a two. Stay tuned, for a review of the 34XX SP. Or the V90S. Can't remember what you said.
No, SP. But SP. I got a lot of videos on the way.
You got a lot of videos. Check it out. Check out the channel.
Come through.
Check it out. Good. 7K subscribers. Let's go. Rob the Retro Tech Dad. Check out his video coming up. And go out and watch his Mac emulator. Because apparently they got Switch emulation now on Macintosh.
It's brand new.
His video. Check it out. He did it in the past.
It's okay. People apparently are figuring this out too because that video just keeps going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. So it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's helpful to people, you know.
Yeah. So check it out. thank you guys for being on the show. Thanks, Andrew, for briefly being on the show.
Hope he's okay.
I hope you're.
And I really hope that Ban returns to us in fine health on the next episode. But
yeah.
Thanks for filling in the meantime, Monto.
He's all right.
Well,
someone with the fishes.
All right. Until the next time, this has been Stubbs on behalf of these two dudes and producer Sony saying, take care of your handhelds and take care of each other. Bye-bye.